I've been expecting you. No, listener, talk. I expect you to buy a subscription to our Patreon. My demands are very simple. You sign up for the not-so-painful figure of just £7.50, and for the big bundle, I promise I won't destroy Christmas this year. I put plans in place that will put in motion an unthinkable scheme that will bring the population of this world to its very knees. A plot so despicable that even I was a little sick in the mouth. You know, that bit, but it pops up for a little bit, it hangs there, and then pops back down again, and you can still taste the bile. So I leave the fate of the world in your hands. Are you willing to risk the happiness of a little Joanna or Kenny somewhere in the small price of a chicken tikka masala meal for one to subscribe to the Modern Escapism podcast? For England, eh? Hello, yes, mummy? I'm recording my evil demands. Yes, thank you. 2 crumpets this time, please. Lots of butter. I miss Pigly Evil this morning. Thank you. Bye. Yes, to prove to you just how serious I am, here's a little taste of the chaos I will bring to the world via our network. You have been warned.
Welcome to the show. My name is Father Christmas, and this is my sleigh. Joining me today, elfish and selfish, it's Candy.
Candy cane tonight, if you don't mind.
Candy cane. Also, the Grinch who stole Christmas, it's Gadget.
Well, I'm just too booked up. I can't cancel that again.
Also, the absolute Krampus himself, it's Biggie. And the naughty boy that's only getting a lump of coal this year, it's Stig.
No, Daddy, I've been a good boy.
Get in your room, son. How is everyone this fine live Christmas?
Good. That's the first time I've seen that intro. That was brilliant, Biggie.
It was excellent.
Give me a big laugh.
Evilicious.
Very Christmassy, weren't it, that intro?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice ringtone as well.
Hope you like that one.
Yes. If you are listening in the future, this is a live show. These people are in the chat. They're really there.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
We've got Robotic Monkey. We've got King Agrid. We've got Tigerland. We've got Xenos. There's Monk's Boy in there. And someone saying oi oi called Candy Machine 85. I don't know who she is. She sounds like a dick.
Go lightly.
Sounds sexy.
Golightly 86. Yeah, everyone's in here. Although actually, the Christmas present I'm enjoying the most here is Stig's facial hair. Look at that. He's got like a little beard thing going on there as well.
Glorious, actually.
He's dyed, Sam. He's dyed with a bit of boot polish.
I haven't actually. This is all natural, baby. Although
time next year, Stig, you'll have one of these.
The thing that's annoying me is this little bit here, where it's slightly blonde, so it looks like it's just.
It looks like you've nicked it.
It looks like I've nicked it, and I'm constantly going like. Just...
Do you know what you should do, Stig, as well? Get a little slit in your eyebrow. Oh,
yeah. I've given it a go. I've shaped it and everything. Yeah,
no, it looks.
I don't know whether I'll keep this. I might get rid of this and just have this little bit here.
You don't like a
don't do a soul patch. Don't do a soul patch.
No, do soul patch.
No, see, soul patch with a mustache is fine. Soul patch on its own is wrong.
It does generally look good, mate. I like it. It makes you look older. You don't look like a child anymore.
Stig, you need to get rid of it. Tig's giving you compliments. He says it does look good, so it's clearly it's.
Oh God, we broken Tig.
Well, Pip said it looked good, so you know.
And she is your girlfriend.
Yep, she's my secret girlfriend.
Fine, keep her.
You can have her.
What's everyone drinking?
How's everyone feeling, though, genuinely? How's everyone... I'm not about these silly chat people. I'm not about you, my Christmas friends. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
One more week to go, then I'm off for 2 weeks.
I have 2 more days of work left. Do you know what I've got, though? Like, this might be a problem tonight, because I've got the Christmas trumps. So apologies if I mute myself.
Oh, you mean farting?
Yeah.
Sounds like a TV show.
So
Christmas trumps.
if you did receive your Modern Escapism scratch and sniff cards, I think it's scratch number 2 at the moment for Candice Farts.
And when we
If you
say
didn't
number
receive
2,
them, please message Stig because he was supposed to be sending them out.
That's minging. Right. What's everyone drinking?
What's
Come on,
everyone
what's
drinking?
the
We do ask this
important
every year.
I'm
drinking Prior
Malt
Life.
the only ale.
Cold down.
hey,
I
I'm
love
on
it.
IPA today. Well, I've been on everything today.
I have
Right.
mulled wine, but it's gingerbread mulled wine.
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds horribly sweet.
No, it's
No, it sounds lovely.
very nice, but it says served warm. Like, so I warmed it up a little bit because I won't obviously stay warm. So I've put some of it in this Modern Escapism flask.
oh, where did you get that from?
Where can
So
you get them?
You can get them on Redbubble. If there's a link somewhere in our Discord, you can go there and buy
is
some Modern Escapism merch.
Yeah, mine came with a bag as well.
I still use that bag every day. The one that Candy gave us.
Yeah, so Dwayne's got the dog's toys in it when we take her for a walk.
I use
Mine
mine
came
as
with an orange towel.
a gym
I
bag.
found.
And the condoms, although mine break and I had a child, so I wouldn't recommend these.
Modern Escapism provides you with children.
Redbubble is what's happening
Literally
in Candy's
escaped.
pants.
Yeah, pretty
Monk's
much.
Boy, by the way. Monk's
Rambo.
Boy in the chat. I don't have bad morning breath. I've got lovely morning breath.
Monk's Boy says sniff number 1 was bad enough. Oodles is morning breath.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Ooh.
So I'm drinking
It's
Beavertown
fags and beer.
Lumberloyd. Beavertown.
Oh, it's good
Lumberloyd.
that. Yeah,
It's good. Very fruity. And I know it's not
Tempting.
actually Christmassy, but it kind of has Christmassy colours on the can.
That's
does.
cannabis,
That's
mate.
I know.
That is weed.
Oh, I know it is. But the colour scheme suits.
It's like your nan that has one of them fucking brownies. She's like, "Oh, this is really strong. I can smell colours."
Actually, no, you'll fucking love the story. When I was a kid, my granddad thought he'd be nice to my grandma, and he wanted to get her some plants like for the garden because she had like a potting bed. And so some bloke at the social club said, "Oh, I've got some plants I can sell you that'll grow really nicely." So he comes back with this little potted plant and she puts it in a window and she's like, "It's like, oh, it wasn't Alec really nice? It was a nice little gift that he got." And my dad takes one look at it and goes, "Mum, that's a cannabis plant that you've got in the window where there's a police station around the corner."
Oh
She's
dear.
Like, Am I growing drugs? Am I a drug dealer now? It's like, just throw it away.
Right. So, dear listeners in the future and live, let me give you the itinerary of today's Christmas party. So, we're going to go and do the biggest breaking news in a little bit. Then, we're going to do our wrap up of the year, our gotties, fotties, and whatnotties. Then, we've got a little quiz. Then, we've got a presents. Look at Candy's face. She wants presents first.
Always presents first. Presents before dinner.
And after presents, we've got a Christmas Candyland. And then we're going into the green room, and you guys are not invited live because we can't, because that's where we have our orgy.
So we get our knobs out.
Yeah.
Candy's
Mine's
is
the biggest.
massive.
Yeah.
Mine's out now.
But that's the itinerary. So, speaking of Gadget's granddad, it's time for Biggie's breaking news.
Fuck off.
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
And we're back to
Okay, time for the news. Foam Star announces final seasonal up. No. Sorry, couldn't resist it. So, yes, it was Keeley time this week, wasn't it?
Jeff Fest.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Merry Jeffmas it was.
It was very much.
He
so.
was coked up more than usual this year, weren't he?
No,
He had a bit of a
He's like-
squint on the go, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a bit of like a little twitch.
not as much as Harrison Ford.
That's just weed.
Yeah.
That's weed. That's not coke. He couldn't be asked
He's
to
a
read his
proper
fucking
toker, he
script.
is.
He went,
Yeah, he was just like, he was just like looking at it, he was just like, just move on. He's going to tell Harrison Ford no. Exactly.
what happened
Yeah,
then, Biggie?
So I'm just going to run through the winners, basically, just go through the little categories. I won't go through the massive list of them. I'll just pick up the main ones I think that'll be interesting.
All we care about is esports player of the year.
And content creator of the year.
I tell you what, actually, a content creator, I do watch the KSO clips. I'm quite happy
Don't
for
know
him.
what that is.
He's
Queso's the guy who won it, and I've watched some of his clips on TikTok, and he genuinely makes me laugh a lot. So I was quite happy.
Oh, so he's a good guy.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Big seal of approval.
He just plays daft games and stuff, or mixture games. He said he wanted to try and become big at COD originally. He was just like, I'm not good at it. So he just plays like daft games. Like he's playing this game where you own a card shop and you open packs of cards, and you've got to like just get.
I've seen that game. Yeah.
Yeah, but he talks like he's walking around the shop and he talks to the employees and the people like they're there and they can hear him, and it's just really funny. It makes me laugh. And he also has like he's quite happy for the chat to take the piss out of him about the way he looks, the way he acts. Like he's very game with it. So
I'm used to that.
Yeah, I was quite happy for him actually. Anyway, on to the actual decent stuff.
So the big winner of the night, of many's, but the big one was Game of the Year, and it was Astrobot. Did anyone of you lot pick this? I went for Black Myth, if I remember.
I was quite surprised that Astrobot won, because I thought it would have been either Black Myth or Shadow of the Erd Tree.
I have no qualms with Astrobot winning. It seems like a lovely game.
I thought Black Myth might have pulled it out of even though it was the lowest rated game from Metacritic, but I just thought that it just seemed to have a lot of buzz with everyone who played it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I actually quite like the Astrobot one because
I'm down for that.
One of my favorite things now is just going to be watching people lose their shit every year because like the big fucking action RPG didn't win.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah. I really wish that guy had been around this year. Going, oh, it's Black Myth! It's bro! It's Black Myth!
He was probably playing Spider-Man. Best game direction was Astrobot as well. Best narrative was picked up by Metaphor Refantasio.
It's apparently got a really good story.
Refantasio.
Not spelt that way, though, is it?
It is.
I was laughing at your pronunciation.
Oh, I didn't. I just copied it from a website, so they got it wrong.
Where do you get it from? WeCan'tSpell.com. Can I take these glasses off? They do my head in.
That did quite well, actually. So I think people were, as the game were going on, a lot of people like reading, they were leaning towards thinking that might pick up Game of the Year.
It's good. I've started playing it. I'm not halfway through. I'm about 10 hours in, and it's about 900-hour game, and it's good so far. Really good.
But it picked up Best Art Direction as well.
Okay.
Best Score and Music was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, deserved.
Best Audio Design, I don't think anyone was surprised by this, was Senua's Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Hellblade 2. Best Performance in a game was Melina Juergens for Senua's Saga, again.
Shite.
Shut up, you.
I mean, the game was kind of shite, but the rest was all right.
She performed well in it.
And there was excellent sound design.
Yeah.
But the game was shite.
No, it wasn't.
Stig just liked it because he could complete a game.
Yay.
I've completed many games this year, thank you.
All 4 of them.
Yeah, no, all 7.
7?
7 or 8, something like that.
Completed 7 this week.
Ooh.
I liked the game because I knew what I was getting from it. I knew what I was going to get from it from the start. Candy just thought she was getting God of War.
No, actually.
Yeah. Candy, don't have this from him.
Think
Knock him out. It's Christmas do.
Yeah, I don't think it was comparable to the
out.
first one. That's all. Come on, then.
It's better.
Get outside.
It's better than the first one, in my opinion. But anyway, let's move on. Otherwise, we will
fall out.
Interesting one. Innovation in accessibility was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown winner. I don't actually know why that was.
Because it's really innovative in accessibility.
It does have a lot of accessibility options. Stuff like being able to post pictures on the map of where you've been, so you can see. So basically, when you get lost somewhere, because it's a Metroidvania, it's a massive map.
Yeah.
You can put reminders for yourself, as opposed to other Metroidvanias where you just have to kind of remember where you've been.
Oh, nice.
Also, the only game I bought this year that I didn't finish and I sent back. Shame.
I'll be picking it up at some point. It does look good.
I feel like I need that feature in life.
I did buy it. I think I lent it, actually. I'm not sure.
You lent it off Kurt, didn't you?
Yeah. And then I took it back to CEX. I didn't sell his game.
Games for Impact was Never, however you want to pronounce that, was the winner.
Mm-hmm.
Best ongoing game, pour one out for Destiny 2 because Helldivers 2 won it.
Good.
how Destiny 2 didn't win that, since it's the oldest running game out of the lot.
Because it's shite.
Slightest.
Best community support was Baldur's Gate 3. Nice.
Yep.
Now for the one that did surprise me, because I thought this would have got a lot more. Best independent game, Balatro. Also got best indie game.
That's it. It did get 3.
And best mobile game.
Yeah,
I was going to say got 3. Yeah, that's pretty good going. I don't think
I don't think that one guy that made it's that disappointed. That
I don't think it was
3 games.
ever going to win game of the year.
Yeah, I just think it was a bit of a dark horse. I thought it might have. Maybe
I'm never going to play it, but I would have actually loved
No, it's not for me.
I would have loved it to have got game of the year. Because
I genuinely think Astrobot winning game of the year is a dark horse pick.
The meltdown that people have had over Astrobot winning, because it's just a stupid kids Mario copy. If an independent game like
Mario ever won game of the year?
Oh God! Imagine if Balatro won game of the year.
If Balatro won game of the year, people were calling Baldur's Gate 3 a mobile game last year. Imagine if Balatro had won. Oh man, they kept me fed for weeks. My TikTok's been nothing but people complaining about.
I do like that you're enjoying Schadenfreude lately, Stig. You're enjoying it, the misery.
Only when but only when it's warranted like that. Because it's when they come up. Because Astrobot is generally. A lot of people say it's an amazing game. I'm waiting for Father Christmas to deliver it to me. But last year, when Baldur's Gate 3 won, it's a fucking amazing game. And watching people kick off over it, that is fun. If a game of the year that was terrible won, then yeah, I'd be a bit okay, it's not as fun.
Yeah, like if Spider-Man 2 bloody won last year. I liked Spider-Man 2, but that did not deserve game of the year.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't. That's cool. Any more?
Best VR AR game was Batman Arkham Shadow.
Not surprised.
Next, it's a gimmick. Next.
It's not. It's brilliant VR game. Genuinely one of
it's the only
one of the best VR games I've
out of all 4 of them.
Played more than 4
that exist.
Best action game was Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, they deserve
Best action adventure game was Astrobot. So Astrobot did all right again.
Thanks for your subscription, Futile Exercise.
Oh yes, he subscribed. Thank you for giving us
lovely.
money. Well, thank you for giving us Amazon's money. It's a Prime subscription.
Actually, there's a few comments in the chat. Xenos is confirming that Destiny 2 is not going well.
No,
I think it's time that they go just Destiny 3 at this point. Forget carrying it on, and just because that will bring people back into the game. A new Destiny will.
They've got Marathon to release first,
which is Destiny 3, probably. In all but name.
Tig said Metaphor Refantasio didn't stick with his son. He loves Persona, but didn't really gel with it.
To be fair with Tig, I've had it for 2 weeks and I've only put 10 hours in. That's a kind of a worrying thing, isn't it?
Well, for a 100-hour game, yeah.
No, but for me, it's usually finished by now. So there's something not making me jump to play it more, but I like it.
Oh, cheers for subscribing, Stigweird, whoever you are.
He's weird.
What a guy. 20 months. Subscribe for 20 months.
Oh, we've got a hype train, whatever that means.
Didn't they promise 10 years for Destiny 2? No, yeah, they did actually. And what was it, 2017 Destiny 2 came out and it shit the bed after 7?
Well, actually, think about that then. So they promised 10 years of Destiny 2.
They never said it was going to be a good 10 years.
Probably about right. If they're developing a new Destiny game now for it to come out in
no, it wasn't that Destiny
2 years time.
In that. It wasn't Destiny 2. It was for the whole thing, which they have done for 10 years.
Yeah, I think Biggie's right. I think it was Destiny in general.
Hence why they had the big finale.
Mm-hmm. The final shape.
Why are we talking about Destiny?
Anyway,
fucking hell.
Yeah,
you're up there.
Biggie, were there any announcements at the Game Awards?
Yeah, just coming up to that now. So, hold your horses. First up, we had. Well, I say first up. It's first up in this list. It doesn't mean this is actually in order.
You don't have to explain it to him.
Right. I just want to make things very clear before people kick the fuck off. Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound.
Cool.
Yeah, being made by the Blasphemous developers.
Yes, another game that has taken that sort of Metroidvania look, isn't it? They seem to be very popular these days.
Mate, it looks
it's by a team that
DLC.
Yeah.
It
look cool though.
Yeah.
Next up was One Move Away. There's a new first-person game from Ramage Games. Paystack about packing up and moving to a new home.
Wasn't that just
No, too triggering.
Is there a creepy landlord waiting for you when you get to the new home?
Yeah. I put the cameras up.
And you can rearrange your furniture, so you put the chair underneath the doorknob in the room when you're in it.
As long as it doesn't rearrange my guts.
Oh, bloody hell. Christmas, man.
She's pissed already.
Clip that.
Anyone interested in Slay the Spire 2?
Yeah, I'm interested. I love the first game. Spent a lot of time in that.
I do love Splay the Splyer. I do love it, but I knew 2 were coming, so it's not that I'm not interested. It's like I weren't like, what announcement?
Yeah, they announced they were making.
I just know I love it.
It was just the first trailer.
Yeah, I just know I love it.
Dave the Diver's going to have trouble in the next game because it'll be set in the jungle, so we won't be doing much diving in there.
You do know there's a big river in the jungle. Really deep.
Yes, I know. I've been down it.
You have.
Thick as Thieves is a new Dishonored-looking multiplayer game, and it emulates playing D&D from Mr. Warren Spector. You'll remember him.
That's the bit that makes me interested. Not necessarily the game itself, but it's a Warren Spector game, and the man rarely misses.
Yeah. I do like his previous. Then we have Shadow Labyrinth, a very strange Hollow Knight-inspired 2D action platform, which appears to have a Pac-Man in tow, which then turns into big, bitey monster.
Mate.
Have you watched Secret Level?
No.
Bits and pieces.
So,
not the Pac-Man one, though.
Watch the Pac-Man one. It'll explain whatever this new Pac-Man thing is.
They got Pac-Man. It's all Pac-Man law.
I'd rather you just tell us, Candy.
No. Let's keep moving on because we've got a lot of news to get through.
Okay.
Next up, Steel Paws, the new Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki. It's going to be a mobile game, apparently. Kiora,
Yay.
multiplayer. What?
Said yay.
All right. Kiora is a multiplayer exploration game for Pugstorm. Developers are called Keeper.
It's too juicy for crows, that.
It is. It really is.
This weird one is, I don't think anyone would have called this Rematch. The Seafood devs are making a first game.
Yeah. Oodles did. He showed us.
Yeah, I did it. I
Discord.
predicted it.
Proof.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Rock solid proof.
I have to say, I don't think much of the look of that at all. Didn't interest me whatsoever.
Coincidentally, I was the complete opposite. I thought it looked pretty fun.
I thought it looked fun as well.
Yeah, I've got no interest in football or football games, but I think that would be fun.
Sandbone called it FIFU.
FIFU, yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. Yeah, great, Sandbone. Love it.
Give that man a prize!
Tell you what, it would have been good if I'd actually looked at any of these up before this show, wouldn't it?
You're too busy for this, mate. It's not films, is it? Stig watches the Oscars, not the game is.
Celeste 2 pits players against a dark force led by an evil sorceress named Shadwin. This turn-based tactical RPG based on SRD 5e. Except for
Chadwin.
I got Shadwin here.
Chadwin.
Not into that.
Anyway, moving on to one of my ones. The one that piqued my interest was The Witcher 4.
Just you likes Witcher, yeah?
Yeah, he's the only person that
Has he discovered a new game called The Witcher?
No.
More like Woker 4. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Playing as a woman. Ugh.
Gross.
And she's ugly.
It was back to the usual Witcher world. I thought it looked really good. The graphics, obviously. I know this is only a trailer, but I thought it looked
You're
really
such a Witcher expert. What's the world called?
Yeah, it depends where they are, isn't it? It could be in Velen. It could be Novigrad.
Okay. He's doing his homework.
How'd you like that?
Witchtopia.
Without noodles.
How'd you like them apples?
I thought as a CGI trailer went, I thought it looked fantastic, but also it set a great tone because Ciri's angry and she's wanting to kill
human.
It's that line at the end. There's no gods here, only monsters. It's just like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, girl.
Yeah. She looks very kick-ass.
From obviously, it's going to be a big step up from. I'm currently playing The Witcher 3 at the minute, so I've played Cyberpunk. I can see the direction. Shut up. I've seen the direction that they've gone, but I hope that they've had learnings from what you guys said about the launch of Witcher 3, which I don't remember. but certainly Cyberpunk. I hope that they get it right this time.
Oh,
Because
CDPR can't launch games. They're always terrible.
No.
For Witcher 4,
no.
I am up
Witcher
for
3 were
it.
a bit fucking buggy.
They have completely restructured how they make games, though, now, haven't they? Since Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah, but like Witcher, the original edition of Witcher 2 was also shite. Like you play the enhanced edition. That's the good one.
Yeah.
And it's an Unreal now as well.
It is.
That is unreal.
Absolutely unreal.
He's wandered off.
I'm getting changed.
It's making me want to finally start The Witcher 3 at
You
least.
should start The Witcher 3. It's excellent.
Yeah.
I got a review code for it when that PS5 enhanced version came out.
Oh, nice.
Didn't play it. Didn't review it.
Tig, Witcher 3 was broken on everything at launch. It did not run well on the PS4.
It didn't load.
And in fact, it loads very quickly now on the PS5. So before, if you died, you'd have to wait like nearly half a day for it to load back in again.
Oh, I'm clashing with Stig. Fuck.
One of you is going to have to go home and change.
I've got loads. Don't worry.
Next, Piggy.
Next up, Elden Ring Night Rain, which is apparently a co-op action spin-off.
I'm interested. I don't know what they're going to... I think they're setting it up a bit like a roguelike. Where you've got to like survive a few days in Limgrave or in the lands between and kill like the Night King boss or whatever at the end of it. But it looks like they're like
Noodles, now's not the time for laundry.
It looks like they're putting like Dark Souls 3 bosses into it as well, and like the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3. Like, I'm really curious what they're doing with it. So yeah, I'm into it.
It looks shite.
I know you think it looks shite.
I came to the conclusion, I said it in our Discord, that I'm happy to never play a From Software game ever again.
Me too.
I genuinely I played Elden Ring, I put 50 odd hours into it. Shadow of the Tree came out. To me, it just looked more of the same. It doesn't excite me. This looks more of the same, doesn't excite me. I'm happy for those it does excite, but it just, to me personally, I'm like, that's kind of sealed it. That a new game from then doesn't excite me, so I'm just.
I would recommend if you ever see like a £5 code for it to try Armored Core 6 because it doesn't.
That might be a bit different.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't play like the Souls games at all.
Yeah, it don't play like a Souls game.
But it's excellent.
The Souls game. I'm kind of happy to go. Yeah, it's not the app for me.
Which is fair. I mean, Shadow of the Erdtree hasn't been for me, but I adored Elden Ring. I mean,
it's like me with that teeny girl game that you like, Stig. Life is Strange. I just know that it's not for me.
I've not even played. I mean, the most recent one's meant to be crap, and the one before it wasn't meant to be very good. I've only played 1 and 2.
How was Candy subscribed to us for longer than we've had a Twitch channel?
Because she's weird like that.
Power of magic, my friend.
She's a witch.
Anyway, the
Christmas miracle.
The next one on Biggie's list is the one I'm very excited about.
Project Robot. Fumito Ueda, the creator of Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian, surprised the Game Awards audience with a brief look at his next game, currently untitled. Trailer showed a human trying to avoid a cataclysmic. I can't even say it.
Cataclysmic.
Wait.
Cataclysmic.
I lost myself in the excitement. Even I fell short.
Oodles. It's got mechs in it. It's an Ueda game with mechs.
Mate, I think it looks amazing, and the fact that the people in there speaking the same language, as the other games, which means it's in the same universe because all the games are in the same universe, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh god,
it's going to be amazing, and it's not going to come out for 9 years.
I was going to say I'll enjoy this like on the PS7 when it comes out. So if everyone remembers, The Last Guardian was in development for approximately 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And that game's only good when you get to end, not because I'm glad it's ended. The ending's amazing.
The ending's amazing. I enjoyed the game.
The rest of the game's a bit like, ooh, you fucker.
Trico was a bit tricky to work with, but I really loved that game.
It's been updated in past couple of years, and it runs a lot better now.
Yeah. Next up, Split Fiction, the latest from Hazelight Studios.
Looking forward to this.
Yeah,
the Oscars.
Co-op adventure from the team that did It Takes Two and No Way Out.
I've already told Amelia about this. She's excited to play it. So.
It's an 18+.
No, it's not. We played It Takes Two together, and she loved that, so she'll be excited for this.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm going to couch co-op it with Acid Pearl.
Come on, Biggie, fucking hell.
Read the room.
I was about to say something, and then she said something, so I waited, and now I'm about to continue, and then you interrupted me. Steel Hunters.
It's never his fault, is it? It's never his fault.
You did it again!
It's because you've got the delay, the French delay.
No, shut up. Steel Hunters.
It's cocky at Christmas doing.
Steel Hunters. Wargame's next IP is Steel Hunters, a 12-person multiplayer shooter that's part hero shooter, part battle royale, part extraction shooter, and it's got mechs in.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, but it's multiplayer.
I'll never play it.
Next.
Borderlands
Next
4.
up.
Randy Pitchford took the stage to reveal the first gameplay trailer for Borderlands 4, mixed with some story spotlights and a
Next.
massive war
No one
between
cares about
familiar bandits
Borderlands.
and invading force. Was it just me, or did Randy Pitchford look even more greasy than usual?
And randier.
Yeah.
He looks especially randy for a
Don't
Pitchford.
be mean. It's Biggie's favourite game franchise.
No,
At the
do you
moment.
know what? I don't know how Candy feels, but I watched that and I thought, it's Borderlands. It looks like every other Borderlands. It might be
Well,
good.
Was there a
Same,
yellow
it'll be
robot on
fun.
it? Was that yellow robot there?
Yeah.
Yes, Claptrap was in it.
Yes.
He didn't say anything. There was no dialogue in the trailer.
I don't like people.
Next up, new Virtua Fighter.
Yeah,
New
boy.
entry was confirmed by Sega. Be developed by Ryu Gatoku
Yes.
Studio, known for Yakuza Like a Dragon franchise.
Interested to see how that turns out.
Pumped.
Okay, Project Sentry, Like a Dragon devs haven't finished because they're also showing a gameplay trailer for Project Sentry, a third-person
really good,
action game
actually.
set in Japan, 1915.
Guarantee at some point Kiryu will turn up because he always fucking does. Kiryu will be in there somewhere.
No, his great granddad will be, won't it? But it'll look exactly like him.
Kiryu will definitely be in
Kyriakazama.
Virtual Fighter.
Yeah,
He'll definitely be in Virtual Fighter.
They'll
won't
have the same tattoo because, like, it's a family tattoo. It's actually a birthmark. That's what we're going to discover in this. We're going to discover in this game that it's actually a birthmark and it's passed down.
Because he is a dragon.
Son. Yeah. Actually, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm actually I might be a bit more interested in this because I don't know. Yakuza's it's just too wacky and zany for me.
Yakuza has a little bit of a tone problem in that the main story can be really fucking dark, and then it's balanced out by like extreme swings with like helping a guy who wants to wear a nappy and get spanked. You know, it's like ridiculous.
I haven't played much. Like I gave one a go. I gave 0 a go, maybe.
Probably 0.
That's the one I played.
I remember punching a guy sober. That was quite funny.
That's
though.
0. Yeah.
That works as well.
I would try the two Ichiban games because they play very much like Dragon Quest, and Ichiban's obsessed with Dragon Quest. He sees himself as the hero. I think he has brain damage.
I think you should leave him alone.
No, I love Ichiban.
Aren't they the turn-based ones though?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Hey,
See,
Nacho Man.
There's only so
Merry
many.
Christmas from New Zealand.
There's only so much
Oh.
turn
Hey,
you
dude.
can take.
Merry Christmas.
Have they had Christmas yet?
No. They're only 12 hours ahead.
12 days ahead for Biggie.
No, it's summer there. They've got 6 months to go.
Because in New Zealand, Jesus were born in August.
Exactly.
Turok
It's
Origins, the classic Nintendo 64 first-person shooter, has been rebooted.
I didn't
Isn't
see
that
this
what
one.
you're going to name your first son, Candy Turok?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Turok Wolverine.
Turok Wolverine.
Turok Wolverine Bergen. Yes.
So who would be the lucky father of Turok Wolverine?
Todd Howard, of course.
And Glenn Danzig.
And anyone in the chat tonight.
And Sam Lake.
Yeah.
Here's another one Capcom dropped out the blue. Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
Very excited for this. It looks.
Yes.
It was just a little CGI trailer, but my god, to see it back.
And
Onimusha in the Ari engine. Fucking come on!
It's Sam and Oscar. He's back.
I was watching some people watching that trailer launch.
The Kind of Funny podcast.
Yeah, and you went, "Oh, is it Onimusha?" And the guy just goes, "If those souls go into a gauntlet, I'm going to lose my shit." And then the souls like flowed into his gauntlet, and he's like, "Yeah!" Like just
He was like
around the
fucking
room.
crying at the end of the clip.
Yeah.
I honestly think people forget how good that series is.
Fucking mint.
I think
Loved it.
I think the last one I
so
played
good.
was it Warlords. I think was the second or third one.
The Warlords was the first one.
Was it? I've played 2 of them. I haven't played all of them, but the first 2 were fantastic.
Yeah.
3 was the one with John Reno, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
I played Onimusha Leon.
4th one is the Shadow
I played
Demons or
4.
something, and that's the one where you're a completely different guy. It's still good, it's just not as good. But Samanuska's back, the main guy, the G.
Good.
It gives me hope for one day Dino Crisis. They are returning.
Never gonna happen.
They're returning to old franchises. It gives me hope.
Dino Crisis in the RE engine, man.
How have they not remade it yet? Come on, just money. Every time
the
they do a
first
poll,
two
what game would you
sell that
like?
well?
Dino Crisis.
I know the 3rd one didn't sell at all because it was on the wrong console.
No, the first 2 sold really well.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So there's no excuses then, is
No
there?
excuses.
Nope. Overcooked Studio reveals Stage Fright, a co-op escape room game inspired by Luigi's Mansion.
That
If
looks
you've never
great.
played the Overcooked games, they are great.
Yep.
You've all
Another
had
one
friends
on
in
the
those
list. Yeah.
I'm liking that we're getting more couch co-op games, though. Really into that.
Well, I'd rather it be inspired by Luigi Mangione, but I'll take it.
Settle
I'll take
down.
it.
Settle down.
I'll take it. It's Christmas.
Sonic Racing Crosswells.
No thanks.
New
Next.
game with Sonic Riders. Moving on. Mafia, the old
No,
Count
hang on,
Country.
hang on.
Anyone?
They're good
What?
races, them Sonic Racer games. They're good races.
Are they?
They are, but we've been at this for 40 minutes.
Oh.
Akami sequel.
Yes.
Yep.
Hyped. It's
finally-
also the big thing with the Akami sequel as well. It's Hideki Kamiya has set up Clover Studio again, so he's gotten some of the original devs back, and apparently a load of devs.
Yeah. That closed, didn't it?
Yeah, apparently a load of devs have left Platinum Games to go back to Clover. So this is interesting.
And I think finally the last one, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, the latest game from Naughty Dog.
I'm not going to lie. I don't.
That's my most hyped game.
I'm hyped on it just on the fucking cassette futurism of it. Those buttons she was pressing in that spaceship, the Sony radio and all that. Oh my god! Fucking loved
Lots
it.
of branding in it, wasn't there? A lot of branding.
There was a lot of branding, but also the visual
guys.
style.
Step-
My god.
Take a step back. It's a Naughty Dog game. It can't be bad.
It's nice to see Naughty Dog doing.
Sci-fi.
Something new.
Yeah.
But also,
I
woke.
still think they've got a team. I still think they've got a
Woke.
separate team doing Last of Us Part 3.
Oh, yeah.
Of course they have.
That's the
stupid.
money on the table. That one.
They're not stupid. Cool. And that's
Sure.
the news this week.
Just outside of the news, obviously, I had to just pop off for a second there because my daughter came in. I forgot to mute my mic on the recording, so Gadget, you can listen to that whole conversation.
Fantastic.
That'll be
It's
fun.
one bit.
I know. I've had to cut so many slaps out.
Hey, don't fucking say that shit.
And it's his daughter hitting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's taller than him.
She is taller than
Get
him, yeah.
down, Stuart. That's what she keeps saying to him.
Anyway, moving on.
Next.
Rocksteady to terminate Suicide Squad support in January 2025.
Another
Oh,
live
well.
service gone for you, Oodles. And I know you love
I can't-
Suicide Squad.
What am I going to play?
Apparently, that game's only like £3 on Steam. Like,
Not
I'm
worth
quite
it. They need to pay me £3.
Yeah, but just
You
to
can
play
play it
the,
offline.
yeah, just to play the campaign.
I'm not asked. Don't like Suicide Squad.
Okay. Next.
And, well, according
Nothing
to
after that.
Warner Brothers Games Montreal, the developer behind Gotham Knights and Batman Arkham Origins, has also laid off 99 developers in relation also to the poor performance, as the studio recently been supporting Rocksteady with Suicide Squad.
Of course, Warner Brothers were going to find a way to lay off staff just before Christmas. The bastard.
It's awful, isn't it?
Speaking of which, Larian Studios head making that little speech before he
Oh,
presented
that
the
was
award for
great.
best game. Lovely little dig there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd be shouting, "Are you hiring then?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, we're fully booked."
Well,
What did he
Yeah.
say? Because I generally haven't
So
watched
he,
any of
he,
it.
basically said like he'd seen into the future and like the next 3 Game of the Year award winners will be developers who put it's like the game experience above microtransactions, above profit margins. They don't care if the game's successful. They want to make a game they want to play, and the success comes after that. That kind of thing. It's basically pointing out that Game of the Year will never be won by like an EAFC or anything Ubisoft do.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Because
fair
stop fucking sacking everyone off. Oh, we've made the money off your hard-earned, time and effort, but now fuck off. Piss me off.
Are you Iron?
No, unfortunately, I'm not gay. If I could, I would.
I know you would. I know you would, babe. I know.
It's just been shit, hasn't it? Like nearly every week, it just felt like it's like sort of laying people off.
Fortunately, it's not going to stop, I don't think. Next.
And also, publishers have reportedly refused to commit to 2025 until GTA 6 release date gets revealed.
That's smart.
Anonymous sources familiar with publishing deliberations told Bloomberg that the anticipation for Rockstar's next big title is so high that it's causing ramifications for the rest of the video game industry.
It's extremely smart. Why would you go against them?
I mean, yeah.
If anyone's got 70 quid that month, they ain't spending it on something other than GTA 6, are they?
Within an hour of GTA 6's release date being revealed, there will be a flurry of announcements of other release dates.
Yeah, that's it.
We are now moving it to the month before or 3 months after.
Yeah.
It's good. There's a lot of pressure on it, though, isn't it? Because obviously the hype is building to this point. It's getting ridiculous. People are so just hyped up for GTA 6.
I don't think people
if they'll
fully
actually
understand.
raise that bar.
We've talked about GTA 6 a lot, and especially in the Discord and stuff. I don't think it ultimately matters what that game will score. It will still be the best-selling game of all time when it comes out.
Of course it will.
It does not matter.
No, that's a fair point.
So I don't think they're that scared. I don't think Rockstar are that arse. They know bank's coming. Big bank.
Just a few quick things. The Outer Worlds 2 is confirmed for the PS5 out next year, even though Microsoft are producing it.
Fantastic.
That trailer was great.
Yeah.
The trailer to that was really good.
It was from the developers of Fallout 3 to New Vegas.
Yeah, it's been like, because it's Outer Worlds 2, it's like the game of this.
Yeah, he went Knights
Fallout.
of the Old Republic 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
New Vegas.
There's a rumour doing the rounds that Kadokawa employees are eager for Sony buyouts and a change in management after it was announced that Sony are confirmed by Sony that they're looking to buy them.
Fair enough.
Good.
Our world distanced itself from Pokemon patents with a recent update amid Nintendo lawsuit.
Next.
Fine.
I tell you what, Biggie, skip ahead to film and TV where we've got the Golden Globe stuff because that's going to take a while as well.
Okie dokie.
Next.
Golden Globes in the world of film and television. The nominations are...
Fucking Joker Golden Globes, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole lot here. Sebastian Stan has stood out as he's been nominated for Best Actor for 2 categories. For The Apprentice and as a different man in A Different Man.
He's very good in The Apprentice.
Yeah, I watched that this week. He is very good. It genuinely said to Gadget at times, you're like, I forget I'm watching Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, it's what I said when I was talking about it. It's like, it's not that he's doing like a pastiche of Trump. He's not doing they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. He's not doing that kind of thing. He's got the affectation. He's got the affectations of Trump, but it feels real. It just feels like you're watching Trump without it being a parody of Trump. It's really weird.
And Emilia Perez has dominated the nominations with 10. 10?
See, I want to watch this now because of this, but then I look at kind of the scores and it's on Netflix. It's some kind. It's a musical.
Yeah, drama.
Yeah, with Zoe Saldana and
Selena Gomez.
Oh right.
But most of the stuff I saw, people said it was shit. So it's going to be interesting to
like a 6.9 on IMDb.
Yeah, why it's got like such buzz.
Can't wait for that then.
I've just googled Emilia Perez and you get the top stories things. There's a fucking headline here from Vox, which it's clearly a shit article, but I love the headline. Emilia Perez is a regressive movie that thinks it's woke. It will probably win an Oscar. Someone's mad at the film.
But obviously, there's a big list here. Best motion picture drama. Any standouts for you? I know Conclave. Stiggy talked about last week, and June Part 2 is in here.
June Part 2.
June. Enough nominations, to be honest. But yeah, Conclave's great. But it would be June. Should be June.
With Emilia Perez being nominated so much, best motion picture, musical or comedies, fighting to win that with Wicked, which apparently is doing quite well at the moment.
We went to see Wicked yesterday, and I immediately wanted to turn around and walk back into the cinema to watch it again. Fucking love that film.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, if Wicked doesn't win, then fuck them.
Yeah. Yes, Pip. Wicked's nominated for best motion picture, musical or comedy. It was fucking brilliant, and Ariana Grande was so fucking funny, and Cynthia, oh shit, I can remember her surname. Erivo, yeah, plays Felbez. Bloody fantastic.
Felbez.
The just that build up to the last song was just incredible. I was smiling all the way through that. I didn't expect to I didn't think I'd not like it, but I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. If that makes sense.
Odd favourite. The Substance is also nominated in that category.
No. Yeah.
Is it a musical or a comedy?
It could be seen as a comedy in places. This is what annoys me about the Golden Globes is that's for most of that film it's a drama and then it's like a comedy for the last half an hour. It's when they have these stupid categories they have to put something in it. It's like when they give someone a comedy award, like they put them in the best actor category for a comedy.
Depends what they want to win.
It's like The Bear is not a comedy. It has funny moments to it, but it's fucking not a comedy.
Yeah, look, best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Zendaya Challenges. Challenges is not a fucking comedy.
It's a drama, that, isn't it? It's a sports drama.
Yeah. What? It just doesn't make sense. They're just all over the place. And then the worst thing here is, where the fuck is Denis Villeneuve in Best Director?
Is he not Best Director? I haven't seen the full list yet.
Just a load of shite.
Also, what's this award? Best cinematic achievement? Is that just for things that they couldn't find a category for? Because that's the only thing Alien Romulus is nominated in, and it's clearly not going to win against Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator 2, Wicked, Inside Out 2, or The Wild Fucking Robot.
Wild Robot's great. That should
know.
win. That should win the best animated for this and the Oscars.
I know, but really, I always want to stand up for Wallace and Gromit because Wallace and Gromit should always win everything.
Cinematic box office achievement is, I think it is. It's like that, the time when the Oscars tried to do a fan voted one, and we ended up with the Flash going into the Speed Force, winning, and then they soon sacked that off
because the public can't be trusted. Did they not learn from Booty McBootface?
Yeah, exactly.
It's an interesting list.
I'm starting to think I've only seen one film this year. That's June Part 2.
You saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine, yeah. Alien Romulus, seen that?
Yeah, I did. 4 films.
I like that.
Same as me.
I do like that Jeremy Strong also got a nod for playing Roy Coon in The Apprentice because he's really good. He's really intense in like a really scary way.
You know what's intense? As a new segment. Carry on.
Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, and I see Pamela Anderson's in there for The Last Showgirl.
I really want to see that.
The Last Samurai, did you just
Showgirl.
Last Showgirl.
I thought they remade that.
I want to see her in The Last Samurai.
I thought Pamela Anderson's gone in to be the white saviour in Tokyo.
Wouldn't that be something?
I would actually pay to see that. Apparently Last Showgirl's fantastic, and she is brilliant in it. It's a weird thing to remember that Pamela Anderson can actually act when she's given the right thing.
It's weird to remember she's absolute fucking genius in real life as well. She's really smart.
Have you seen her recently? She's like growing more gracefully. She's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She's stunning.
Gorgeous. She's not married to Kid Rock still, is she?
Point out some stuff in the chat that Gadget might want to read.
Sambo
comment from Futile Exercise as well, by the way.
Futile Exercise saying looking forward to the Christmas Wallace and Gromit. Sambo Until says +1 for Wild Robot, amazing film. Pip says Dune 2 was a struggle to get through. Hang on, I'm working through it. Gadget's pronunciation is still better than John Travolta's attempt at Idina Menzel.
You called it Elf Bells instead of Alphabet.
It's because I was like trying to Google the actress's name at the same time, and then you told me, and then
What did John Travolta call her? The
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adele Dazeem.
She said she does a whole she did I've seen a thing where she does like a whole intro to Let It Go on like her stage show, and she's doing like an inner monologue, and she's like, this is it, it's my big moment at the Oscars. I finally made it, I'm here on the worldwide stage. And then it's like, and then it plays in the background, the wonderful wicked Adele Dazeem. She went, what did he just call me? Fuck. Like, what am I?
Do you know why I knew it called it Adele Dazeem? Because everyone's wanted to know this. I'm a big Pornhub fan, and I go into the comment sections. That's my screen name, Adele Dazeem.
Of course it is.
On Pornhub. So if you see it, that's me.
Into the comment section. What a fucking...
Just there better than our Discord.
I'm just there for the comments. I only read the articles.
I like
Anyway,
articles as well.
Some interesting names for the best performance by a male actor in a motion picture drama. Some good shout-outs there. Daniel Craig for his movie Queer. Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. Sebastian
Rafe Fiennes.
Stan.
I see you going on my pronunciation. He can't even say Rafe properly.
It's spelled Ralph here. I wasn't thinking, all right?
Respect it.
But the thing is, no, it's always spelt Ralph. It's pronounced Rafe.
I forgot.
Posh twat.
It's pronounced Ralph. He's just a...
It's like we all said Biggie by accident.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Yeah, where else are we?
It doesn't matter. That's it. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think there's loads of nominations. Some expected, some few surprises in there. The Brutalist has been mentioned a lot. Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
I just like doing this now. Keep rolling.
It's been a long list. I'm actually literally scrolling through to move on.
Biggie, just move on. That's not
like
what's
I am.
happening.
I'm literally scrolling through it.
Of notes
There's
on this
so
one.
many.
fucking quiz to do.
Jeremy Allen White will officially star as Jabba the Hutt's son in The Mandalorian.
How does this
and
work?
Grogu.
I never knew there was a Mrs. Jabba the Hutt. A Mrs. Hutt.
Yeah. Have you not seen
Jamie
Phantom
the Hutt.
Menace? When the
No.
Hutt,
Yeah, together
Yeah.
watching race.
the Hutts turn up at the pod racing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's got bare bitches.
Yeah.
Imagine those two getting it on in the room, eh?
I'd rather not.
You don't know what genitalia they have, mate. It might be the
No,
tongue.
they probably back up to each other, don't they? Like that. And then
might
the
have like
tails
little
go around
is it
entwine.
cochlears or whatever that little chickens have, the birds have, and they're like.
Maybe they
I reckon
reproduce
they're
through
like cats,
mitosis.
I reckon
No
they're like,
bitches.
no. Jabba will bite the back of her neck and just keep her in place.
Pip's asking is Biggie the uncle in Derry Girls?
No,
I
Biggie's
remember
just
that,
the
Pip.
uncle.
Yeah,
He's just-
I don't know
Come on!
how is he gonna. I don't know how he's gonna play Jabba the Hutt. Like that's a weird. Like,
He's
is he
not going to
just
play him. He's
do...
going to voice him.
Yeah, but what voice can you do? The Hutts don't speak. They just exactly. Solo. Like they don't.
Solo.
Yeah, exactly. They don't speak English.
Yeah, I nailed it.
That's you,
Unless it's going to be
Work.
him. Unless it's going to be him, like in a in a Jabba the Hutt suit, and it's just his face. You just see his.
It's going to
The
be.
big muscly arms for no reason.
It's going to look
No,
like,
just
it's
his
going to
face
look like
and
all those artworks for God King of Dune. Where you've got the sandworm with a human face.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's a Jabba
Or the
Hutt
Heidi
with a
Klum
human
worm.
face.
but just to rest on this a second, we don't know the anatomy of the Hutties. Maybe the younger Hutties are on two legs or something. You don't know.
I
You don't know.
I tell you what I do
That would
know.
explain the change from episode 1 to episode 3.
Exactly.
No,
You
episode
don't
3 to
know.
episode 5.
Well, he was originally
It was a bloke.
a man, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jabba the
Scottish
Hedge.
bloke.
Next.
I saw your comment. Chris Evans has been cast in Avengers Doomsday, and he's not the only one, because apparently Hayley Atwell's was turning as well.
The fuck?
What's going on?
I'm fairly convinced that Marvel have a pool of about 15 actors and they don't want to add or remove from it, so they just keep finding the same ones.
Why would you complain that Hayley Atwell's on something?
I'm complaining that Chris Evans is in something. I'm fine with Haley Atwell.
Complaining
being involved.
about Chris Evans.
He's just been in last film.
Yeah, but it's like, what? It depends. What's he going to do? What is the film? What's he going to play? It, like, you know, we know
Johnny
Robert
Storm.
Downey Jr. is playing a variant of Doctor Doom. Now, what is that? What they're going to do? Are they just going to have the Avengers come back as variants of Doctor Doom?
Yeah, Doom Squad.
Maybe it's really because Chris Evans has just been in shit films since he left the Avengers.
What,
so
like
he's
Red
like,
One?
oh, they come back.
Absolutely fucking
and
How dare you?
What was the other one he was in? He was in that spy one with Anna de Armas, that was terrible. Hoodles watched it.
Oh yeah, that was that one with the two sexiest people in the world who had no chemistry.
Yeah, and then the Grey Man, I think he was in. That was boring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell! The budget for Red One was $250 million, and it made 167
quid.
Million.
I bet the Rock got paid like 50 million for that. I bet most of it was on his wages.
Probably. Yeah, he tends to charge 20 to 50 million to be in something.
I know he was going to be on this podcast tonight, but he's too expensive.
Thing is, like, it's just kind of creatively bankrupting it. It's like, oh, shit, this isn't working very well. What can we do? We'll just bring these lot back. I'll still watch it.
They'll all be Kang. They'll just all be Kang.
Yeah. These are all white Kangs.
Nah.
Sticking with superheroes, Sony Spider-Man universe reportedly done as Kraven the Hunter targets opening worse than Madame Web.
And Stig's seen them all.
I've seen them all, but Kraven the Hunter. I'll get onto that.
To see tomorrow.
I'm not going to see it.
I saw the trailer for Kraven the Hunter this week, and I just thought, no. Who needs this? Like, Kraven the Hunter is like, I would expect him to be like the A villain in a film where there's like a bigger villain behind him, you know?
Yeah.
I'll watch it for the plot.
You mean
that's what Kate said? That is literally what Kate said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we might go see Kraven next week, like me and so on and so forth.
Hey, you're all right there, Candy. Likes older women and all.
Just why? And she went for the plot. I was like, fuck off.
It's Christmas.
Tig said MCU is so boring. No idea why they do. No idea why they do to reboot.
What they do to reboot?
He's drunk as well.
Pip says sick of the Hemsworths, The Rock, Johansson, Downey Jr. Bored.
Mm.
What's wrong with Johansson and Downey Jr.? They take on different roles all the time.
I think probably in the context of Marvel.
Oh well, Johansson's not in it. She's gone. She's dead. She dead.
Robotic Monkey says need some bad guys winning to spice things up a bit.
Mm.
Yeah, give us like an Empire Strikes Back.
Destroying
that's what the fucking next Avengers is leading to, the bad guy winning. They've just messed it all up again, haven't they? Because fucking Kang, what's his face? Jonathan Majors decided he'd be a twat.
To beat women, yeah.
What were we talking about? I don't know. Moving on. Oh, what were we talking about?
Next.
Oh, I've lost my train of thought.
Don't let him talk.
The Spider-Man one.
No.
I got one more thing to say. I watched Spinning the Last Dance this week.
You've hijacked
fucking
my
awful. Fucking awful. I was so bored. It was so boring. Yeah. Nothing good about it. Anyone who gave Venom $450 million, if you contributed to that, for shame. Hang your head in shame. Nothing good about those films.
That was just Kate looking at Tom Hardy.
That's why she went to watch the first one, and then she was like, the film's shit, so she never bothered with any others.
I can't wait till like in 20 years' time when Tom Hardy's just this fat actor pissed up all the time, being aggressive, and everyone's like, still would.
We can change him.
I think if Tom Hardy gets
if
Tom Hardy gets a dad bod, he'll have even more attention on him.
Yeah.
But that's what happened to DiCaprio, didn't it? Everyone liked him more when he got like obtainable. They were like, "Oh, look at DiCaprio's belly. I'm into it."
Yeah, but he's not obtainable because he only goes for 19-year-olds.
I can be 19. I can do a tuck.
Next.
Well, sticking with Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Ralph Fiennes, Jodie Comer have been fighting for their lives in 28 years later trailer.
I'm into it. It looks great.
Good trailer.
That trailer's a good trailer.
Yeah.
Really creepy. Yeah.
What? Sorry, I weren't listening.
28 years later.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It looks good.
It's the first part of a
haunting,
like a 3-parter, isn't it? I don't want to say a trilogy because already it's the third part of a trilogy. But
no,
the next one's
they're extending it. Yeah.
Yeah, the next one's called Bone Temple, isn't it?
He says it's got a lot of story to tell.
Mm.
Boom,
Austin
temple.
Boyle.
Like that.
Sticking with
the
creepy,
as well.
Austin Butler will play Patrick Bateman in the new American Psycho adaptation.
Oh, really? I didn't see this. That's interesting.
He's too pretty for Patrick Bateman.
No,
What, like Christian Bale?
Christian Bale.
No, it's
he's pretty.
I'm not saying Christian Bale's not an attractive man. It's more that like Austin Butler is pretty. There is like there is a difference to I know what I mean in my head.
Yeah, I need to correct your missus as well, Pip. It's not Cillian Murphy in that trailer. It
looks like him, but yeah,
it's an actor.
It just looks like him in that one shot. It looks very much like Cillian Murphy.
They picked that shot to make it look like him,
and then they've had to come out and go, "It's not him.
That's not him. He ain't zombie." Yeah. But yeah, I'm really cool with Austin Butler being Patrick Bateman. You've got to be a little bit like, I can see Austin Butler with his slick back Wall Street hair and his. Yeah, I can see it. Well, he's not been in that many films, has he?
He's a psycho in June, so
yeah, he's not been in that many films.
Good psycho.
So I'm up for it.
The one that we've all been waiting for: Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro are eyeing a return to a new Meet the Parents sequel.
Fuck off.
Never seen it.
The first one was good. Everyone after that was terrible.
You just De Niro going, hey.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
It was pretty much. Yeah, what are you doing? No, the first. You can milk anything with nipples.
Yeah.
Really?
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? That was good.
The first one was really funny because Robert De Niro was playing against type because he was kind of being the straight man in a comedy and he hadn't really done comedies up to that point. And it worked. It worked really well because Ben Stiller at the time was at the height of his powers and was a very funny man at the time, and it was like pure cringe humor because it's like Ben Stiller's is awkward against Robert De Niro's like playing the mafioso dad kind of thing. He's not actually a mafioso dad. That's how he's playing it. And it was really funny. Yeah. And then they just continued the films and like, oh god, they were bleak. Meet the Fockers was terrible. Like
what does Meet the Fockers? It's Fockers, isn't it? Is that their surname?
Focker, yeah.
Right, and I bet that's a joke running through it, isn't it?
It is. It's what's your surname, Greg? It's a Focker. Focker. Where you're going to have kids and they're going to be a little fuckers running around here. It's like that kind of thing. It's like,
yeah. Writes itself.
It's a good joke in the first film. Runs out of steam afterwards.
Okay. I'll not watch any of them. Next.
Yeah, Circle of Trust was a good joke, Tig.
The Reacher Series 3... Sorry, start again. The Reacher Season 3 has been confirmed with a release date as a new trailer sees Alan Richardson meet a 7-foot match.
Oh, God.
You've seen the guy. You've seen the guys again.
It's impossible.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I have seen the guy again, and it's hard to pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get more towels.
Just two balls running at each other.
If they end up in a fist fight shirtless, Pip's going to be unrecoverable.
Yeah, if you put a towel down beforehand, mate, you'll be all right. Put a towel down.
Several towels.
Yeah. Put a towel down. A nappy. Put a nappy on. But yeah. I mean, it reaches in the same pantheon to me as like Cobra Kai and stuff. I just they know what they are and they're just fucking entertaining.
Pip's just put in the chat "fuck yes" in capital letters.
Yeah, honestly, Reacher is so.
Reacher is really good. We need to watch the second season, but the first season was fantastic.
Pip, he smashes more than doors down in season 2. I'm telling you now.
Moving swiftly on before things get any more hotter. Sky loses exclusive rights to hit shows in wake of a Harry Potter row.
Does this mean the HBO stuff isn't going to go to Sky Atlantic anymore?
Yeah, they've had a row about it, haven't they? So it won't be. Well, it'll probably get resolved.
Do you know what? I wish it goes to Channel 5 just for a laugh. I think it'll be funny.
House of the Dragon. There's this intense drama interrupted by Jet 2 adverts.
Yeah. Darling, hold my hand. Do you want to go to the Maldives? Let's go.
I want to put a hit out on Jess Glynn just for that song because Jet 2 keep fucking using it.
Do you ready for this? It's House of the Dragon.
I love the memes now on TikTok where it's people going through like the worst turbulence you've seen in your whole life. It's like Jet 2 holidays. You're like, no, man.
There was one of a guy being like, he was like hanging from the bottom of a helicopter, and it was like, take the jet to, what's it, the jet to super economy class.
Yeah. So good. Anyway, I'm on a jet to holiday next year. I'm joking, I'm not. I don't pay for holidays. Next.
Speaking of death, over to the world of music. Liquid Death's £75 pit diaper that lets you pee during concerts has sold out under 24 hours.
What the fuck is wrong with
Andy,
people?
that's a good idea, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. If you've ever tried to get to the front row at a festival, you ain't going anywhere.
So if you've got a diaper...
My
Nappy.
issue is that these nipers, they look
Snipers.
very leathery and very waterproof. Like, I don't understand where on. Like,
Do you want
I know where you
sloshing
put them on
around
the
in
body.
there, though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you put
Have
them
you not
under
read the
the.
article? It gets absorbed by the membrane inside.
Are you not going to just end up with a yeast infection with that one?
Yeah, and where's
Worth
the, like
it.
they're big diapers
Mate,
as well.
If
Like,
you go
why
to a good
do
festival, you're going to get a yeast infection anyway.
yeah.
Trust me.
It neutralises any less than pleasant odours that may escape the confines of the garment. It ensures that no leakage will occur, regardless of how vigorously you move, i.e. mosh, away
I
at
don't
your
believe
heart's content.
No, I don't believe it.
guess
Please
what
don't go
we're
crowd
getting
surfing
next
if you're
year?
wearing those. Please.
We're off to download next year, Candy. We're getting them.
I've already got my sheepy packed.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've got my catheter.
Oh, lovely. We'll swap.
Mine's
Here,
just going to be full of
have a go on
vodka.
this needle.
Don't think you're supposed to share.
Oh, the fact
capsules.
that
There's
one
loads of stuff
person
you're not
made a
supposed to
comment
share,
says,
but-
"Can you now make a shit diaper version?" Nice.
Oh, so this one's only for wheeze, is it?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
only for wee-wees. You don't poo at a festival. That's disgusting.
No, you don't eat at a festival, so you don't have to poo.
Exactly.
You don't want to use those portaloos.
You just do other things that stop you needing to eat. Next.
Okay, well, finally over to the weird world web, and this is a nice
Finally.
weird one for you. A US artist has found a niche in making miniatures of dead beetles holding sex toys.
Have you got a
Where the
link?
fuck do you find these things?
Dead Beatles is in the insects or the Beatles?
Yes.
It's George Harrison holding a dildo.
John Lennon.
Could you imagine that? That'd be amazing. So Shelby Walton from Denver, Colorado, has created more than 1,000 artworks using beetles and other insects that they take apart and put back together in human-like positions. The miniatures started off pretty tame, but have evolved to become more complex and dirtier over time. And if you look at some of the images, there's one with a beetle masturbating, holding handcuffs
God.
and a condom.
I wish I didn't scroll down in the document.
I wish you wouldn't ruin my fucking Secret Santa gift.
Oh, that's heinous.
It's great, isn't it?
Is there a link? I've got to get my mum something for Christmas.
Oh, do I show chat this? Do I create a little scene and stick it in there?
Go on, I want to see.
Okay, hang on.
The thing is, we shouldn't really laugh because one day humans might not be like the apex predator, like the main
Like the dildo
species.
beetle is.
Well, the thing is, people might stuff us and shove dildos up.
Mate,
You know what I mean?
that
I can't-
happens
I can't-
now. What you on about?
I can't say this on Twitch.
Give me a second, chat. I'm just getting the image. There you go. That's what it looks like. That's fucking heinous.
Gross. Hey,
Oh,
Rob.
it's cute.
Popping in while you're having a poo.
And then there's this one. I don't know what it's doing.
Many have been centered around the idea
Okay.
of sexual freedom and taking what is frowned upon and celebrating it. She said,
Yeah, man.
they said, I will have bugs embracing their sexuality in a dirty scene. I've made a bug that is sitting using a vibrator and smoking a vape. I've also made a gender-bending bug, which is wearing high heels, but it's got a big dick and is holding a used condom and handcuffs. So that's that picture for you.
Ah, shit. I've lost the fucking shit.
Oh, he's lost us! He's lost us!
What is he like?
What has happened there?
Candyland!
It's me.
Okay, everybody, hang on a sec. Seeing as Biggie's talking, I'm going to put it onto that window. I have somehow accidentally deleted the scene.
There we go. We're back. We're back.
He's deleted Christmas.
I warned you at the
Krampus.
beginning.
Guys, if you want to hire Gadget, he's available for free at the moment. As a producer, he has just fucked it, and he's on a final written warning.
I have fucked it. Jesus Christ.
There we go. There we're back.
You'll be hearing from our lawyers tomorrow. Right, is that the news? Please tell me it's the fucking news, man.
That is it, dude. That is it.
Thank you for that. Fucking too big that we've had to cut loads off news.
Presents?
Right.
Busy week.
It's time to talk about our favourite things of the year. Yeah.
Not presents yet, Candy. Come on, you know the drill. You know it.
You do the
Thought you
good
might
stuff near the end.
Forgotten.
So, this is where again, like, don't think this is the be all end all. This is not the, as in, like, we're not ranking anything. This is just our individual things we want to bring up that we've done or maybe not done or loved this year. In the green room for the patrons, we're going to do our big stinkers of the year. That's going to be worth paying for, isn't it? That's going to be usually a better chat, to be honest. But it's Christmas. It's Christmas party, so we're going to be positive and talk about our best gotties, fotties, whatnotties, anything, snotties, things we liked this year. And I want to start with the man who loves the least, Gadget.
I love lots of things. How dare you?
Okay. You don't love Christmas by the looks of it.
I'm too fat to buy your average Christmas jumper, all right? Leave me alone.
Santa.
There's a message in the chat about that, Gadget.
I found Gadget's Christmas shirt if the chat pod wants him to be festive.
No. That Christmas shirt does not fit over me, trust me.
You just drape it?
No.
Yeah, you don't wear it like a scarf.
No. Anyway. Things of the year. So as you would imagine, probably my film of the year would be Dune Part 2. However, like, Wicked has come really close to that. Like, I really fucking loved that film.
And you're subjective enough and objective enough not to have recency bias as part of that either, aren't you? You're just like, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Get it on.
On the Edson.
Get it on, baby.
That's my Christmas shirt. I tell you what. What are you doing?
She's making it festive.
That's a fire hazard, that.
I will put this on after this section because I'll have to knock the camera off and I'll go fix the scenes as well.
Yes, brothers, we got him.
Anyway, yeah, no, it's not a case of recency bias. It's like I came out of that film feeling something that I hadn't felt for a long time in films. So like, it's not just it's the most recent film I've seen. Like, I genuinely adored that film. So
you got a lot of emotions out of it.
Yeah, and also it surprised me because I didn't expect to love it as much as I did.
Yeah,
like I'm not one of these people against musicals. I'm not like Kurt. I don't hate musicals, but I don't see them very often.
Shout him out like that.
And
like Kurt. I like things.
But yes, I adore.
Oh, we should do a whole musical pod one weekend just to annoy him.
If you want to sit and write 3 hours worth of music, feel free to, Biggie.
Do you know how long it takes me and Gadget to do songs for Scott Sheep? It takes us weeks to plan.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. What else? My game of the hour, which I talked about, and you can see on my YouTube video on Gadget on Gaming, was Nine Souls.
I was aiming for.
Yeah, Nine Souls.
Please go watch his video. It's a lovely, like 15 or so minute video of just love.
Yeah. Also, Oodles, I know you picked up Nine Souls. What are you thinking of it? I know you thought the first boss was easy.
I think the second and third were quite easy as well. I think the second boss were a bit crap, to be fair, but the third one's really good.
Was the second boss the dual boss, Go-Man?
Yes.
Yeah, I hated that boss. I thought it was the worst boss.
It's
the worst boss in the game. After that, it gets so much better.
Yeah, the next boss I've done is really good. I like that it's a Metroidvania style, like Sekiro style game with a lot of good story to it. I'm actively reading logs. I'm actively listening to reading the dialogue. I think the story's quite interesting. I feel like I know the twists already, but that's not to its detriment. It's like maybe it wants me to think I know the twists, if you get me.
It's got a few interesting twists to it. So
I really like it, mate.
I adored it. Obviously, Balatro was a big one for me. An obsessively obscene one for me. So many hours in that game. I tell you what, and again, this is not necessarily recency bias, and I've only put a couple of hours into it, but Indiana Jones is really fucking good. Like, it's better.
I haven't played it yet.
It's better than I was expecting it to be.
I think that's the general consensus, isn't it? I think most people were thinking it's going to be like a solid 7.
Yeah, like I didn't expect it to be bad because Machine Games haven't really done a bad game. But I kind of wasn't hyped about it being first person. I thought it would have made more sense as more of like an Uncharted style of game. But wandering through the World War II Vatican, like kicking the shit out of fascists, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In first person, it's great because you
that's accurate as well. That the fascists, because they're in Italy,
you're picking up a club and you're fucking whacking the shit out of them.
I fucking I knocked a guy off a wall using a fucking violin. I was into it.
That's it. You can get achievements for hitting them with something. I got the one for hitting one with a guitar. And I got one.
You hit nuns.
You can't hit the nuns.
Oh,
no.
Did it go twang?
Yeah, you can't hit the nuns or the priests. Yeah, you can only hit the fascists, which is fine. You know, like I don't want to hit.
As is life.
I'm into Nazi project, and I'm enjoying that Machine Games has made this their niche of like punching Nazis.
Yeah.
They are some of the best at it, aren't they?
Yeah. What I love as well, Gadget, is the little music twangs in there, like just the little kind of things that you hear from the film. So like when you discover something or when something's happening, you're like, that's the music. It's taken from the films, and it just gives you that little like, oh yeah, I like that.
I really enjoyed that the prologue is Indy dreaming about the opening to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
And doing the whole thing where you've got to get the idol and you've got to run away from like the darts and the ball coming down. I thought that was really, really fun.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of Limmy playing that?
No, I haven't.
Watch it. It's so funny. The guy's like, give me the idol. He's like, nah, don't think I will. He just kind of starts wandering around.
The full bit with Alfred Molina. And all that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that. That's cool.
And also,
it's a good little tutorial level, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, Troy Baker as Indy is fantastic. He's his voice for his Harrison
Is it a
Ford
mimic
impression.
of it?
It's a mimic, but in a good way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he's a good actor, Christ. I know that
the only
Troy
bit
Baker can act.
The only bit that lets it down, I think, is because obviously they've done facial motion capture on him, and there are some times when especially when he smiles, it's like that's Troy Baker.
Yeah,
because he doesn't smile like Harrison Ford, you know.
That can't be helped, though, can it?
It can't be helped, no. But it's just like sometimes it ruins the illusion slightly. But like, especially like when you're in first person and you just hear him talking, it's like that sounds like fucking Harrison Ford. It's really fucking good. And then you've got the score is doing the John Williams thing, and it's really good. I'm going to play more of that over Christmas, but it's so good.
I heard a lot of people don't like the stealth. They say it's too much of it.
No, the stealth is great. It's
a stealth game, isn't it?
You're a university professor. You're not an action man. Granted, yes, you do punch some Nazis out, but you're not like fucking running around like Solid Snake.
Yeah, Indiana Jones has always been a bit of a crap fighter.
I tell you what, I do like
grit, hasn't he? He's got grit.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know if you do this, but I see a fascist down the hall, and I'm like, and I'm creeping up to him, and then right last minute, I think, fuck it, and I just pelt towards him and just fucking whack him. It's like, do that. It's so satisfying.
What I'm finding most satisfying is when I'm sneaking around, you see like two fascists talking to each other, and you're like, I could like chuck a bottle past them and like distract them and hide, or I could beam one in the head and run straight to the other one and knock him out before the other one gets up. So
that's what Candy does in Waitrose.
Yeah, I'm beaning them in the head with wine bottles. It's great. Because I'm in the Vatican and they're Italian. There's so much wine around. It's incredible. There's more wine there than Candy's house.
Ciao, Bella.
Those are kind of ones for my games
that stand out. Yeah.
Yeah. Music-wise, I haven't really listened to anything, but like I'm still kind of going around on Ren's album, Sick Boy.
It's still so good. Yeah.
Just absolutely incredible album.
Okay.
He's taken it off Spotify, so I'm having to like go on like anytime I want to listen, I'm having to listen to like a YouTube collection of it.
Buy it.
Well, you can't. That's the
problem. He's having an issue with the record label.
I tried to buy it.
I
was waiting for it to become available on vinyl, and then all of a sudden it stopped. It wasn't on the shop anymore. He's having a problem with one of the songs. So,
okay, then Gadget book. Any books that you want to stand out this year? It doesn't have to have come out this year. You just read it this year.
Luda.
Books is a weird one.
Grant Morrison's Luda. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? In a good way.
Yeah.
Has it made you want to like check out some Grant Morrison's comics or like that?
Yeah, I'd like
Very similar writing style.
I can see why the writing style is enjoyable.
Yeah.
And there was one that I've literally only just started in the last couple of days on Audible because I finished Mercy of the Gods. It's not as good as The Expanse, but it's an interesting book. But I got one because I couldn't help it. The title of this one was fantastic. It's a piss take fantasy. I don't want to say piss take fantasy, but it's like a parody fantasy book. But it's called Morningwood. Everyone loves large chests, and it's like if the Carry On people wrote
sounds like my kind of thing.
Yeah, if the Carry On people wrote a Lord of the Rings.
Oh, matron.
It's like a bawdy D&D adventure. Very funny.
I was just talking about the large chest.
You should see the cover art.
Boobies.
It's called Morningwood for a reason. I was sick. Sick Boys back on Spotify. Oh, fantastic! That's great news.
Oh, that's good news for you guys.
But yeah, those are the things that have kind of
your recommendation
piqued me this year, and I guess TV would. I can't think on TV stuff that's amazed me. But like Silo, I'm really enjoying Silo season 2.
Awesome.
That is really.
We're gonna wait till it's all out, I think, and go through it.
Awesome. I mean, you've probably got a lot more that you didn't like. This we'll do in the green room.
Oh, there's loads of shit I didn't like this year. I need to have another rant about Rivals.
In the chat as well, by the way, listeners, if you want to spout out your most loved things of the year, one at a time, though, don't go crazy. We'll read them out. I'll go next. Game-wise, the game that I've put, clocking in, looking at my phone now, roughly, that combined with my Nintendo Switch and Steam, 300 hours is Balatro. That game has just done numbers on me. I think there's only Gadget out of us that plays it along with me, but I know people in our Discord and people in the chat that have played a lot of Balatro. I know it's never going to bring someone like Stig over, but it's
never.
Just
no chance.
It's just a game that allows you to feel like you're making progress even when you're not. And I know that's what roguelikes do and rogue games do, but I've never ever felt like I've wasted any second playing that game. Be it on, I mean, it's the only game I've quadruple dipped in probably my whole life. I've literally got it on everything I own, and I've not looked back. I can't not see me. To me, this is my new Threes because I loved Threes growing up. Threes was the fucking phone game of my life. I don't know if you guys have played Threes, but it's very famous. It's very famous. And that was my phone game of my life. And I think Balatro has now become that. And I just really, really, really love it. The other game is no surprise to anyone. Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong was a game that I was absolutely not interested in at all. And I think Biggie was the first person that I hinted to that I absolutely loved it when I messaged him.
Yeah, I've got it. I played it as well, and I know Gadget has as well. Not as much as you have, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's great. It's exactly what I wanted from it.
Yeah, it's not the game that they advertised. Everyone thought, oh, it's going to be a Journey to the West Souls game. I am so glad it's not. Like, I can't be more happy that it's not a Souls-like. It's the most gamey game I've played in about 10 years. It just feels like playing a computer game, and that's what I love about it. But yeah, film-wise, I've not watched many films at all this year. Dune 2 has to be it. It's probably the best one I've watched. I do really want to go see Wicked. Go on, what were you going to say, Stig?
It's just up there. It's fine.
Yeah. I've got no complaints at all. But I see Dune 1 and 2 as one film in my head.
Yeah,
I don't differentiate them at all. They're just the same thing to me, and I'm absolutely happy with that. I've really not read any books that blow me away either. Music-wise, I've really still been digging Sleep Token. You guys on the pod know exactly what that means.
Sorry, Sleep Token was a surprise to me because I hadn't really listened to them before you mentioned it when Stig went to see them the other week.
They're so good. They're so good. And it's so different. It's such a breath of fresh air. And again, I can't review Coheed and Cambria's new album because it's not out yet, but those two singles blow my socks off.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
It was very nice to hear that song at the end of last week's podcast. I wonder if anyone stayed behind to listen to that one. But yeah, it's been an okay year of good stuff. I've got a lot more stuff that I have not liked. TV wise, I think I've watched a lot more TV than I normally do. But I've been watching older stuff that really don't count in this. Like I think we're Biggie again that told me it were really good. I've watched all Vikings in the past few months. God, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. All the women look like candy in it.
Vikings is amazing.
It's a really good show, and it surprised me. And even though I know about the tale of Ragnar Lothbrok and stuff in history and the kings of Wessex and Mercia and all that, it's still really nice to get their take on it. And I think everyone in it's just really phenomenal, and it didn't let me down like Game of Thrones did by the end. So yeah, that's
by the way,
me.
It touched on the supernatural kind of stuff as well. You know,
it did, yeah, which is a big part of their. Yeah, it's a big part of their their lore, isn't it? As Vikings and Scandinavians in general, they're still quite a spiritual people. But yeah, it's really good. But that did not come out this year. I think the last season came out this year, didn't it? So it kind of counts.
Hey.
So, look at him.
Oh God,
look at that.
Disgusting.
It looks like Cliff
You look
Richard.
festive. You look lovely.
You look gorgeous, mate.
Sure,
I'd pull your cracker.
It doesn't matter what I'll be wearing. You'd pull my cracker regardless. You're a sex goblin. We've been over this.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be in the hot tub with you. I keep pushing you away.
God.
We can't help the way that we floated.
Stig never pushed me away. He kept like a siren. Kept making me come forward to him.
That's because he's a big fan of reach around.
I can't get away from his abs. Speaking of abs, Stig, come on. You've probably got loads that you've loved this year.
I've got loads. I've got loads.
You're going to take up all everyone's time now.
Yep, this year, I am proud to say that I became a full-fledged fucking Swiftie. Here's my Taylor Swift. Look at this.
You got a lenticular poster.
Here's Taylor Swift's unofficial biography. Oh,
mine's riveting read.
Tortured Poets Department, 1989, Midnight, all amazing. One of the greatest gigs I've ever been to in my life. Absolutely fantastic. And
listeners, this is a 40-year-old man.
I don't care. The more I'm stuck in this shirt now. He's
too muscly.
It is a small shirt. I couldn't find the large one that they sent by mistake.
Sandbone, I think it was his first gig. By the sounds of it.
Your first gig?
No, it wasn't my first gig. It was one of many gigs I've been to, and that kind of attitude, Sambone, is what I'm here to fight against. Because regardless of what you think about her music, I have actually my TikTok got infested with the Eras tour. And seeing those videos of people, how much joy she brought to millions, and I mean millions of people. 21 months she did that tour for. 21 months across the whole world. It was absolutely incredible. 3 hours a night. Didn't cancel a single show other than ones in Vienna because of terrorist threat. You had to cancel them ones. Rain, sleet, fucking boiling hot summer, like all weathers, she was out there performing. She was absolutely phenomenal. And it's come out this week that she gave bonuses of up to $200 million to all of her staff. That's on top of all the money they paid normally. And this week as well, she's just completed this massive tour. You think, yeah, she can have time off if she wants. She's fucking done loads. She's not only done a tour, she's released a new album and I think 2 other Taylor's version albums in all that time. Well, she took time off.
Has she only had one boyfriend this year as well?
Yeah, and she took time off to go and visit sick kids in hospital yesterday. She didn't need to do any of that, but she did.
Oh God, I hate her.
Did she do it without cameras?
What she did, but other people didn't.
Ah, that's cool then. So I'm saying, did she take her team or did not?
No, she just went there with.
That's brilliant. That's what I mean. That's good shit.
So the shit that people get. Oh, and let's not forget all the money that she donated to cities that she went to, including food banks and everything.
Have you seen the clips from?
She's amazing.
From the very last show, I think it's the British Columbia show. which was the last one. And you know, she has that bit in the middle where she gets like a guest singer out, or like the surprise set. And she had Sabrina Carpenter with her, and like Sabrina Carpenter makes her look like a fucking giant.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter's tiny.
Yeah, like Sabrina Carpenter's wearing like 6-inch heels and is still tiny compared to Taylor.
Oh, I'd let her stand on me with them heels.
I didn't throw the vinyl on the floor, Monk's boy. I placed it on the floor. Don't worry. And it's in its thing.
Monk's boy, he placed it into one of his servants' hands. That's
Also, the Taylor
Swift got a bigger hole in the middle of the
vinyls
vinyl.
aren't really that. You know, there's a lot in
rare.
circulation. They're not rare. No, I haven't got a rare one.
And
you don't give a shit.
10,000 versions of that same album.
Yeah, generally.
It's fair to say, Stig, that you're kind of into Taylor Swift. Then,
I think she's great. I listen to her songs outside of the kids listening to her. Like I want the other week I was in the gym and just listened to Reputation because it's a banger of an album. There's a lot more to her music and lyrics outside the shit you just hear on, let's say, TikTok or the radio. Like she actually has some really amazing. I tell you what, really amazing things.
It has been a really good year for pop princesses, hasn't it? Because obviously Taylor Swift has been taking on the world. Chapel Roan has blown up out of nowhere. Sabrina Carpenter has blown up out of nowhere. And what's her name? Olivia Rodrigo.
Well, you are pushing ahead on my thing there, Gadget. But that was my other thing this year.
Princesses, because
I love pop princesses this year. I went to see Olivia Rodrigo. She was amazing. She's really good. Chapel Roan is fantastic. Her album is incredible. And Billie Eilish's latest album is my favorite album of the year. She's a fantastic singer. So yeah, she's brilliant.
I think Stig is a teenage girl.
I just allowed to like what he likes.
I know.
I'm not saying
stigma
that.
Like, oh, yeah, you like pop music. It's like yeah. And then the next thing I'll listen to is Slaughter to Prevail. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
Now he's my pop princess of
exactly. Like, I'll sit there and I'll listen to some guy like scream in my ears, but I'll go and enjoy Taylor Swift because
my pop princesses are pet bears.
I constantly have either Chapel Roan or Sabrina Carpenter running like their songs in my head. I wake up one morning with a chorus to Espresso in my head, and the next morning it will be Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, it's good. Good shit.
Pink Boner Club.
But yeah, I'm
okay.
I'm a Swifter. Swifty. I don't care.
No wrong with that, mate.
Swifter's
no wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm not a
mental. Snifter.
I'm not a mental one.
I sniffed her all night.
I appreciate what she does.
Do you see those two lasses that dressed up as like a Lego minifig?
Yeah.
Last concert.
Of course I did. My whole TikTok's been Taylor Swift.
They're in a fucking like stadium show with this enormous Taylor Swift minifig costume. Right? It takes two of them to make it walk forward. Like that cannot be comfortable to watch the show.
Stig is actually the president of the Yorkshire chapter of the Taylor Swift fan club.
Yeah.
So
Tig's saying +1 for the Eilish album as album of the year. I need to listen to that one, actually. I haven't heard it.
Right. She brings so much joy to millions of people, and like seeing people like the kids that she does the 21 hat with, including kids like who basically their last dying wish and they got to go up on stage and like meet her in front of all those people. Like she does so much. She's incredible. Get film wise, amazing year for film. When people say there's no good films, there's no good films out this year, fuck off. Go watch more films.
It's very good films this year.
There is not a single franchise. Well, I say okay. If we class Dune as a franchise, despite our sequel, despite the fact it's only just kind of come out, in my top 10 this year, so Dune Part 2 and Wicked are probably the only franchisey films out of everything. There's no sequels or any other than any of that because there's been some bangers. All of Us Strangers is probably my standout film of the year. I didn't expect that to be so good. You need to be in the right headspace to watch that film. If you've experienced loss recently, do not watch that film. Poor Things I thought was incredible. Wild Robot was a massive surprise.
That's really good.
And yeah, Wicked. I was like, I'll go see Wicked. Fine. Kids want to go see it. I do enjoy a musical. There it is, top 10 in my top 10 of the year. Just
so good.
Amazing. And Conclave, like I wrote in about last week.
Ooh, will really want to watch Conclave.
Absolutely love Conclave. Noodles. I was watching this. I was like, yes, this is a Noodles film.
That's my kind of film. My kind of film.
I've watched 69 films that came out this year so far. With a few.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why I didn't watch any more. That's why I didn't watch anymore. There's some shit, and we'll get into the shit. This is why. And Oodles, you asked me why I watch the shit. This is why I watch the shit, so I can. Content is king. But we'll get into that. But yeah, film has been a big thing for me this year.
Cinema Guy was born.
Yeah, I also
film's been a big thing for you this year because you can see them for free.
That is also
this podcast is sponsored by Everyman Cinema at North Allerton.
Shall we? Actually, Stig, we saw Wicked at the Everyman yesterday. I had the door balls. You're right; they're fucking incredible. They're my thing of the year.
Yeah,
them fucking door balls. Jesus Christ!
They're not good for dates though, because you can't be snogging at eating dough balls, can you?
You can if you're both eating them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, girl!
I could have bathed in them.
She kinky.
Should we? Anyone want to guess? I don't think you all know. Anyone in the chat want to guess how many films I've been to the cinema to see this year?
I think it's over 30. I want to say, but we'll give the chat's on like a 30-second delay, so we'll see what they say.
I think it's
Sambone said 47.
I think it's
Tig said 34.
No,
we'll give it
69, baby, all of them.
Lower than a 34, my love. Lower than a 34.
33.
Nothing for the pair in this game.
Lowered.
Lower than a 33. Lower than a 33. It's not
30.
People going quite high there. That's 52.
52.
Jesus, that's one a week.
22.
25. There you go.
25.
So far, because tomorrow I'm going to the cinema again.
What are you seeing tomorrow?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, good film to see in the cinema.
Well, yeah, you see, now I get it free. I wouldn't pay to go see an old film in the cinema because
a film that you've seen 400 times.
But I've only seen it once.
Oh, it's a treat.
I don't know. I'd pay to see Lord of the Rings again in the cinema.
Yeah, I think I'm more likely to see something else. Something that I missed the first time around at the cinema that I really should have seen.
You've missed out because they did the re-release earlier this year.
Yeah, but none of them were around at me.
Yeah, that's true. Everyman do a throwback every week.
Yeah, they've got Die Hard.
So you're ruining your 69 streak for It's a Wonderful Life. That's quite poignant.
Just watch Lethal Weapon. You can see the end of it there.
What?
It's a Wonderful Life, isn't that in that movie?
Yes. It is.
Oh, yeah. It's also in Home Alone.
It's in a lot of films. It's one of the best films ever made.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for films. Like, just incredible. Game-wise, I don't know. Thank goodness you're here. That was a really nice surprise. Really enjoyed that. That was a good one. Really, I really enjoyed my time with Helldivers 2. That was fun. Might jump back in on that with the new update and the new.
I was thinking about that today.
Neither, whatever you want to call it. That was really great. Candy, can you finish it, please?
I'll try. I will over Christmas. I will.
It Takes Two. I know it's old, but playing that with Amelia was really good. Kind of really
Fantastic
special
game. It like absolutely.
Do you know what were good
that
this
game
year,
of the year
Stig?
2021.
Stig will back me up on this one. Fortnite were good this year.
Fortnite. I've enjoyed playing Fortnite.
Really good this year.
No build Fortnite has been really fun.
That's what me and my son plays.
Have you seen this trailer for first person Fortnite? I mean, I'm actually interested.
Yeah, I have. And there's Lego Fortnite as well.
But it's nice to play. It's nice that like Amelia's found something she likes playing with me, and
it's good to play with youngsters because they're better than us.
I mean, I say listen to her play with a friend. It's kind of sweet. Just like listen to her laugh along and play. Like she's not rude or horrible or anything, so it's fine. And the biggest surprise, which I absolutely loved and thought was a brilliant campaign, Black Ops 6. That was great. Like genuinely up there with not as good, but up there in the Titanfall 2 echelons of variety. When it comes to the variety,
every level's a nice treat.
Every level is like different. You're doing one mission where it's like kind of stealthy, and then the next one you're like traveling around in the Iraqi desert doing these like little missions, sniping through a village and clearing out the enemy in Iraq,
killing all the innocents. Yeah,
and then no, you're liberating the innocents from the
liberating the oil
from life,
and then storming a palace, and it being like gun-ho, balls to the walls, and then going into what I can only describe as a Remedy game, like a level literally plucked from a Remedy game. Like
but that's
all over
play that next year.
All over the place, but in a good way. It's really, really fucking good. And then Tekken 8, brilliant. Glad it won best fighting game of the year.
Yep.
Really, really cool campaign. Did a few new different things with that, which I enjoyed.
And based on the announcement from the Game Awards, you can have Clive in it now from Final Fantasy 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stig loves Final Fantasy so much.
I know it's his favourite game. Favorite game of last year for him.
My favourite game of this year didn't even come out this year. I've already talked about it enough, so I won't keep talking about it. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of Illusion Age, Definitive Edition.
Yes.
So good.
Oh,
best game ever made.
It's in my top 10. Fucking loved it. So much so that it made me buy a 2D pixel art remake, which is turn-based, just because
Which is great.
Which is great. Yeah, I've loved my time in it so far, but just because I love being in that world.
Do you know, because of you, Stig, my love, my sweetness, my good time boy, because of you, I now tell people my mate hates this genre, but he adores this game. So fucking play it. Do you know what I mean? If he detests those kind of games. You know what I mean?
I'm opening up them. I just like, but when you go on about it, you're just like, yeah, it's this, and this. And I'm like, it's probably one.
I was right, wasn't I?
Probably one that I will not enjoy, but just love it.
It's a game that, like, I don't for you, for instance, Gadget. I don't know if Pip plays games, but you could sit her down and she'll play it for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Anyone can sit and play Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah, it's so accessible. It's a game to watch people play.
Pip's not a gamer, but I think the games that Pip enjoys are like the ones we can play co-ops. Like, she adored It Takes Two.
Yes.
And like, I showed her the trailer for Split Fiction, and she's like, I want to play that with you. It's like, I fucking want to play that with you.
I want to play that with her. Might come up and play it with her.
I think we're actually going to do over Christmas. We're going to do It Takes Two again and like play the opposite characters.
Split Fiction looks like the ADHD game that me and her need.
It does a little.
Oh my
bit,
god! Imagine the chaos.
Me and her can stream it.
That would be so much fun. I would watch that.
That would be a stream.
We'd get some Haribo Tang Fastics and we'll just get fucked up and play that.
A couple of cans of Monster Energy.
Dragon soups. Let's go. She'd end up fucking punching me because I'm annoying to play games with, aren't I, Gadget?
Well, yeah, you also can't sit still, so the two of you are sat couch co-oping together should punch you.
Yes, awesome, Stig. Awesome. Let's move on to the gamer girl bathwater herself, Candy.
Bathwater's still available, by the way. Yeah, I don't know where to start, really. I had my highs and lows have been very high and low, I think, this year, and I'm not talking about certain things, but so starting with TV, I mean, it's no secret that I fucking loved Arcane Season 2. I think probably in hindsight, I agree with what people saying that it was a little bit rushed. That said, I did go back to try and watch it a week or so ago, and I'm just not ready. Like, the emotion is still there. The emotion is still charged. It's still too charged for me.
I've got one episode left. And I said to Dan, once at dinner, I said, it felt too rushed. It's like, this whole season could have been spread across 2 seasons.
And I think it probably was.
I think the pace on the first episode at new season, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes. But just the whole feel of the thing. I really like, despite its faults, and certainly in the second season, I still think it's a masterpiece. I think it will go down in history as one of the greatest animations probably ever created. And I think hopefully it'll open the gates to people like producers spending a bit more money on anime and more Western studios doing it and more spin-offs and blah blah blah. So loved Arcane. Obviously I'm going to talk about Fallout.
Yeah.
Not just because I'm Captain Fallout, but I mean, come on, that show was fantastic.
It's on my list.
I really enjoyed it.
Do you agree that of Arcane for best adaptation?
That was really difficult. I'm happy that both of them got nominated. Put it that way.
Was it just like whoever wins, I still win?
Yeah,
whoever wins, Ella Purnell's gonna win.
Yeah.
I think she's in both, isn't she?
You know what? I would put Fallout alongside Last of Us for adaptation, in the sense, I know that the tone is different, but the actual quality of the adaptation, I put them neck and neck.
No, I think The Last of Us, because of that one episode, picked.
Oh, that
above
was
it.
fantastic.
You can
It
put
was,
them
but I'd just say
alongside.
adaptation was.
You can put them alongside each other for their faith to the source material, but their
Yeah.
willingness to play with it and change it.
Yeah.
Like because like Fallout didn't follow any of the games, but it referenced events in the games like the destruction of Shady Sands and stuff like that.
It was an adaptation of the world.
Adaptation,
rather
it's
than
exactly
the game.
that.
Yeah,
an
whereas
adaptation.
The Last of Us was following Joel and Ellie's story, but then you had diversions from it, and the Bill and Frank episode, which is the greatest episode of TV ever made.
Ever made.
Yeah, and it
I wonder
upset
if
all
that's
the right
why-
people.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why Arcane lost out to Fallout. Not that it wasn't a better show, or at least as good. It's because it didn't have the source material to adapt from, per se. Like, you had the character
Probably.
designs and very loose lore, and then you can kind of do what you want with it. So it wasn't quite so much of an adaptation.
Let's be real. We all know why Fallout won. Walton Goggins.
Maybe it's. I'm just looking at because last year Last of Us won. Year before Arcane won. Maybe they just thought, well, if we give it to Arcane again this year, next year it was The Last of Us season 2 will be out.
Yeah.
So
You could be right.
Fallout might lose out then, and the year after that we're meant to be getting God of War, which could end up being like, and they might just think, oh, we'll give it to Fallout was great, so let's give it to it now.
I think
Just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
I
nod.
think Fallout also works because it wasn't adapting a specific game. Because if you think about it, if they were to adapt, say, Fallout 4 into a TV show, that would be dull as fuck because not much happens in it. There are like about 6 or 7 key story missions, and the rest of it's you bouncing around in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then imagine like TV viewers like watching going like, oh, you're following Nate as he's trying to find his son, and then he gets down to the institute and his son's a 75-year-old old man because of the time difference. It's like,
Yeah,
no, people
you're
would
right.
boot off about that. It makes no
You're right,
sense.
mate. You're right. And it's a nice world just to make a separate story because all the games have been separate.
Plus,
Yeah.
season 2, they're going to New Vegas. Can't wait.
Yeah.
House always wins.
Any more, Candy? Any more?
Yes, I've got plenty. Actually, I'll prattle through them a little bit because I've reviewed most of them.
Yeah.
Blue Eye Samurai as well was a highlight for me this year. It's been a very
Yes.
anime this year. Rick
you're
got right
becoming
back
a
into
weeb.
my anime. I am
Dan's
becoming
in
a
a
weeb.
weeb
I've been watching Dan to Dan. I've been watching Dragon Ball Daima. Oh,
Please
that's
do.
great.
Diamond's good, isn't it?
Please
Yeah.
concentrate the first part of 2025 on Attack on Titan, please.
I will.
Yeah,
Yes, I
you
will. I
have
promise
to.
I will. But
then
Blue
One
Eye
Punch Man.
Samurai is just, again, it's an absolute work of art, and it's
Yep.
truly an anime that isn't that is a adult animation. Not that it's inappropriate for younger viewers, but I mean in a way that it might not necessarily appeal to anyone sort of 15 or younger, because it's historically reasonably accurate. It doesn't pander to. Say again.
It's gritty.
It's gritty, yeah, and it doesn't pander to a younger audience, not to its detriment. It's just something that could appeal to an older audience, somebody that hasn't necessarily watched an anime before, that might just be interested in the history of Japan. I think but that aside, the artwork is absolutely stunningly beautiful as well. Every single frame could be a poster. Just gorgeous. Last up in TV is I reviewed it the other day. There is a lot of recency bias, I think, because I don't have a memory.
Neither do I.
But Penguin just came straight out left field, smacked me in the face, because it's such a cool, like, it's just this power vacuum kind of mob fight. Really, like, Batman doesn't show up. Yeah, it's really cleverly done, and without giving away the ending, it kind of you sort of lean towards feeling empathy for Penguin, right up until probably the last scene where you think, no, he's not savable. He's in it completely for himself. He will do anything and screw over anyone to get all the power, everything for himself. Really, really interesting. I hope there's more Penguin. Film's been a bit of a slow one for me this year. Inside Out 2, I think, was a highlight. Just because it resonated with me personally, like mental health issues and stuff, and dealing with anxiety and how accurately it portrayed anxiety taking over the brain. I thought it was incredibly well done, and it was very sympathetic. It wasn't talking down to people with, these various mental health issues, and it helped other people understand. And
He's never seen stuff like Can't you just be happy?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, if you've got kids, youngish kids, they might be dealing with these feelings that they don't understand. They don't know how to explain it, and they might just think it's normal to. Like at this age, it's normal to feel stressed out all the time. It's normal for my head to just explode every now and again, and they think it's normal when actually it's not. And it would possibly lead to an interesting conversation with their parents. Be like, actually, that's exactly what I feel all the time, and parents might not have known that, and get them the help that they potentially need.
My only complaint with Inside Out 2 is like I expected it to be, and I don't know if this was just me kind of reading into a subtext that wasn't there, but just kind of the way. So Riley's interacting with that older girl at the hockey camp thing. It really felt like the writers wanted it to be a thing where she's having feelings for this girl.
Yeah.
But maybe Disney forced them to kind of pull back on it because they don't want to do like a gay story yet.
Or maybe it's just more that they didn't. That wasn't the focus. What they were focusing on is mental health, and if they did go on to do maybe a third one. Don't
get me wrong. I really enjoyed the film. I thought the film was fantastic, but it just felt like there was something pulling back on the story. It felt like there was something that the writers weren't allowed to do or something.
Yeah,
but I
don't
really
think Disney are that against it now because
they're not.
Strange Worlds is literally the main character is gay, and it's about him trying to figure that out and kind of come out to his dad. That's like the whole. That's a Disney film.
I took it that she was in awe of the girl because she was so cool, and I think she wanted to be sort of lived up. And it's like, oh, look at me, I want to be.
Maybe it's me reading it wrong, but what I loved about the film is that it got the anxiety thing was right. Like I have experienced panic attacks over the years, and they got the visual representation of a panic attack so fucking nailed on.
That's cool.
Yeah. Dune 2. Don't need to talk about that.
You mean?
No, Dune. Roadhouse. I fucking love Roadhouse.
You love Jake Gyllenhaal's abs.
Not even just for the plot. No, I thought it was great. I thought it was a fucking absolute romp, and I want to go out.
What about Conor McGregor, actual bad guy?
Well, I liked his bum. That was all right.
Like this.
Yeah, no, we don't do Conor McGregor anymore. He's a bad man.
No, he's all right from behind. He's all right. And then for my B-list of the year, I enjoyed Longlegs. Nicolas Cage is acting finest. And obviously The Substance. We've spoken about it ad nauseum, quite literally. Great. Last half an hour, absolute craziness. Book-wise, again, it's been a bit of a slow year, really, for me. Just because I've been fucking tired the whole time. I just keep falling asleep. However, I won't go into this too much because I want to give it the time it deserves and do a proper review after I've finished it after Christmas. I've just started reading House of Leaves, and forgive me for this pronunciation, by Mark Z. Danielewski. Danielewski?
Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
Crime and Punishment.
I've seen a lot of people on Alan Wake specific forums suggesting this book.
Of course you're in them forums.
Of course I am. I mean, no, so I've heard.
Why wouldn't you be?
Someone told me this is what they're saying. So I've picked that up, and I don't know if you know anything about the book. I won't go anything into the plot or anything, but the way it's laid out on the page, it doesn't really lend itself well to an audiobook. So it's got sentences dotted here and there, one word on one page, tiny fonts on the next. It's a visual
book as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a visual book, and it's not one that you will fall asleep reading, I don't think, because you're constantly having to concentrate on what it's doing in front of you.
Read it.
I'm looking at the Amazon listing for it now. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's got incredible reviews.
From the publisher, the ultimate cult classic, perfect for fans of Twin Peaks, Stranger Things, Black Mirror, and It. Well, that's getting added to the wish list.
Yeah, I've had a few people tell me to read it. So now
$24.97 for the paperback. My God, woman!
What? I'll steal it from library. Fuck them.
So on to games then. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was probably the only game this year that I spent a decent chunk of time with.
Great.
Didn't disappoint. I think in some ways it kind of, and I spoke about it when I reviewed it. It kind of took one of the main parts of the story, and for me it felt a little bit watered down, and that could potentially be saved in the next episode, but I'm not sure. But overall, the game I thought was leaps and bounds better than the first Final Fantasy VII outing. I was in awe of how much of the game that they did get in, because I was thinking, like, how are they going to manage this? But actually,
yeah, I didn't think they'd get the golden saucer in this.
I didn't, and they got it was really quite a feat that they managed.
Got to the ancients' capital, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
As far as that, I was like, fuck.
I tell you what, I still haven't finished Remake yet. I keep struggling with the linearity of it.
It's
like, don't get me wrong, it's good, but like,
compared to this,
like last time I played it. When was that? Been April time, I think. I got to the point where they dropped the plate on Sector 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm looking at it and going, oh, I don't want to go down and load another fucking corridors again. Like, I missed the.
No, but you are quite near the end after that bit in that game.
I know.
Did you do the train graveyard already?
Yeah, I've done the graveyard.
Yeah. You only have to go to Shinra Tower, but that's about 10 hours long.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll find that way. Although, I mean, it's certainly less linear. The next one, it's an open world. It's got an open map. Yeah. So I think if that's what you struggle with in the first one, I think you'll probably enjoy the second one.
If you know the story to 7, you can jump to just Rebirth. Play that. If you already know the story.
I do want to experience it all, including the
I
changes.
do think Candy, he has to witness the end of 7 Remake, doesn't he? Because
I've heard it's camp as shit.
It's not even that. It's just completely
not that it's that.
Different.
It's a kind of moment. How's this going to work?
They did that. They did that. Yeah, and they actually, it pays off in the next game. You're like, right. It's still doing that.
But even now, having played the original, I don't know what this game's going to do. I don't know if it's going to be the same. I don't know if it's going to be different. Who knows?
Fuck knows.
They're going to make it a musical. They're going to make the entire third game a musical.
This second game is a musical, mate. There's a musical in it.
You joke about it, however. Also, brilliant card game in it as well. King's Blood. Anyway, the blood. Fantastic.
Not as good as Gwent, but it's up there.
Oh, it's better than Gwent. I love it.
Is it better than Triple Triad?
No.
Is it better than Blitzball?
Yes.
Oh. Nothing's better than Blitzball.
Stubbing your toe in the door on a morning's better than Blitzball. Truly.
I understand all these references.
Sorry, I'll move on. It didn't come out this year, but it did resonate with me, and I'm going to have so many people disagreeing with me because it's barely a game. I really enjoyed Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I loved it.
It came out 10 years ago.
But it's not a game. It's a movie that you control, basically, like you're walking from scene to scene. But I really thought it was a really nice weekend game to play and very emotional.
It made me cry. The lullaby was similar to a lullaby my mother used to sing me.
Oh, yeah, there were quite a few.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
No, not what your mother sang to you, Oodles.
She never sang to me. She just hit me.
Good way to knock them out. Get to sleep.
Get to sleep.
You should try that for you and Candy.
So still a few more, but I will prattle. I will prattle my lover. Night Springs Alan Wake DLC. You know how much I loved it. I thought the 1 hour episodes, they were quirky and great, and everything I love about Alan Wake.
And cheap. They were cheap.
And cheap. Yep. And what's next? Roller Coaster Tycoon Touch on my phone. I've been playing that.
It blows my mind.
I know. I can't stop playing.
You playing it at Sleep Token. She's just like while we're waiting. She's there just plugging away at a park.
You don't become a tycoon by turning off.
Exactly. Yeah, I take my job very seriously. These roller coasters won't run themselves. Still Wakes the Deep. Haven't finished it yet because it's too scary. It ticks all my frightened boxes. I hate oil rigs. I hate Cthulhu's. I hate the Scottish. I don't. I love the Scottish. Another one that didn't come out this year, but I've only played it this year. What Remains of Edith Finch.
Amazing.
Review that. Another really poignant one. Really interesting story. Really fun. Well,
Agreed.
not fun game to play,
Banger.
but banger. Yeah. And finally, music. Best gig I went to this year, and in a very, very long time, was Bring Me the Horizon right at the beginning of the year. Probably one of the most incredible gigs I've ever seen in my whole life. And this is me coming to Bring Me to Bring Me the Horizon very late in life, because I never used to be a Bring Me fan. I used to find
they're
Ollie
the older
Sykes.
they're getting.
They definitely are. Ollie Sykes
Yeah.
was definitely. He was hateable. He was dreadful.
When he was a
He's
kid
always
with
been a
his
cunt.
long hair and he's like,
Yeah,
"Hello, Emo."
yeah.
Now he's like,
That's
now he's
it.
just like a cool guy.
He's a cool guy, and I think he's really grown up a lot. And I think he himself cringes at some of the things that he used to say. So you got to
probably
give people a chance to change and everything. And the music, it's for a much more wider audience, and I think all the better for it. I think their show was fantastic. And the new Linkin Park album as well. I thought that was a nice little surprise. I liked the direction they've gone with it.
I did not like that
I didn't
album.
like it.
Did not listen to last week's episode.
I haven't yet. No.
No, I
He fucking bashed it.
I really didn't like From Zeros.
If he had a disc, he'd have thrown it out the window.
Actually, would have.
No, I do like it. I like that they've got the new singer. I think she's brilliant. I don't know much about her personally, but I think it's.
Scientologist.
Oh,
That's all you need to know.
Friend of Danny Masterson.
Oh,
Yay.
Ooh.
Not good.
But the music was good. But that's me.
Awesome.
Sleep talking.
Biggie, hopefully you've had a biggie year. It's getting on this
Not
podcast.
quite. My year may have been a bit anal horribilis, but yeah, it's.
Annus horribilis for
I
fuck's
know.
sake.
Anal horribilis.
I know.
Horrible anus.
But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Civil War. That kind of was exactly what I was expecting from that.
I liked it too.
Fighting in one or the film?
The American Civil War. You were there on the front line.
Yes, North and South, baby. No, the 2024
He's always been a
movie that
Confederate at heart.
came- Alex Garland. It was really good. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really
liked it.
thought-provoking. The world at the time, particularly early on in the year when that came out, I think kind of reflected almost what was about to happen over there, and may still do. But yeah, very interesting, valuable film, I thought.
I agree.
Again, echoing what Oodle said about June, I rewatched part 1 before I watched part 2 the day before, so then it was like a whole
One film,
big
innit?
event for me. Yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
Yep.
Really cool. Really enjoyed it. I thought it worked better that way.
I'd like to see it
Pleasantly surprised by Alien Romulus, because I went with real low expectations with Alien Romulus. I just thought it really probably couldn't get any worse than what we've had before, and they did a really, really good job. It's not perfect. I'm very interested to see what they do next.
It did everything it intended to do perfectly.
Yes. And I like the homages to literally everything to do with Alien. I think there's so much
Get your hands off
that
you,
was fitting.
bitch.
Yeah, I didn't like
Apart
that
from that.
particular reference, but the rest of them worked for me.
Yeah. But Deadpool and Wolverine, again, we talked about that.
Don't talk about that because we're doing a podcast on that.
Well, and we can't. But yeah, that was great. I was
I know
also
you told us.
surprised by A Quiet Place, day one. I really wondered what they were going to do with that, because I thought the first film was great. I know it's got issues with obviously the idea of the plot,
Logic.
but the second one was okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed this kind of two-person drama set in the world. It was really good, really interesting. Great stuff. Over to World of Games, Outer Worlds. I've really enjoyed Fallout in Space. It's been great.
It's great, that game. Loads of people shit on it, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so
my time
far.
with it.
It's really easy to play. It kind of, if you get past that first initial when you first go out, and I literally got mauled to death quite a few times to realise what was actually happening.
You're not supposed to be doing that, yeah.
And then I got my head around it. It was great.
The Stupendium did a great song related to it, which is worth looking up. But yeah, I love that game. I love the vibe of the world, and there's loads of times when I hear fucking corporate shit going on, and I just think, Space's choice. You've tried the best, now have the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, the big game for me, which I spent, I think, probably half the year playing, was obviously Baldur's Gate 3, which you guys talked a lot about last year. But
My game of the
what
year
a stunning game. When I came from playing Divinity Original Sin and now seeing...
Remember when we were screaming at him when Baldur's Gate 3 came out and he went, yeah, I've just started Divinity. We're like, stop it! Stop playing that and play this!
It's incredible to see the jump from Divinity Original Sin 2 to Baldur's Gate 3, because obviously there's like 7 years of development time between the two.
Yeah, it's quality of life improvements.
But, Divinity Original Sin 2, I played that. That was my first pandemic game before I did Disco Elysium. And Divinity Original Sin 2, I thought was a perfect game. And then I played Baldur's Gate 3,
after it.
And it was just like, no, this is a perfect game.
You're like, remember the perfect game you liked? We've perfected the perfect game.
I think fucking knows how Larian have got to beat it next time.
They've got one hell of a bar.
Perfect games.
I just loved also the fact that when I almost pretty much finished it, I decided to actually go into our Discord thread and revisit all the stuff that you guys were talking about when you guys were playing Baldur's Gate 3, and it was really interesting just seeing how different everybody's game had turned out, how they played it and what they'd missed, and I had the same experience. It was just a joy to, believe it or not, just reread through all that stuff and seeing decisions made by other people about what I did, so that was cool. But yeah, what a game. What a game. God of War Ragnarok, quick shout out to that. Not as good as the first, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. Yeah. It's got some great moments in it, but the first one was better for me. Yeah.
The first one was exceptional, but Ragnarok is fine.
Yeah. The first one.
You wouldn't be disappointed playing God of War Ragnarok, but yeah, it's
but you might be bored at about the 12th hour of it. It was so long.
There's definitely a bit too much of it,
other than wandering around that fucking yak. That was the only thing that bored me.
Oh no, Helheim bored the shit out of me. I hated the Helheim.
Yeah. Well, you mean the second or third time you went?
Second and third time. until you got to the big dog boss, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was telling you that it was going to happen from the beginning of the game. Yeah. I'm going to fight that later. You didn't realize it was 25 hours later.
It did make up with a couple of the later boss fights.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
One in particular that wasn't played by Idris Elba.
Yeah. We know him.
Over to the TV. Really enjoyed Shogun because again, I wasn't expecting a lot.
It's fucking mint.
But that was just perfect historical drama that I want in my life. Really, really, really good. Great performances all around. And technically,
you mean when he was saying
every time
when he was fighting the Portuguese,
back when he was on tour in Japan.
He used to be best navigator on the world.
On the cruise galleons.
So ageist.
Moving swiftly on.
It was a great show, though. I agree. It was really, really.
And it is technically a one and done, even though they're going to do apparently a season 2 and 3. But I just like the fact that it ended the book, in a good way.
And then after that, they're doing their own stuff.
Talked enough about Grey's Anatomy. Still enjoying that. It is what it is.
Sake, man.
I'm not going to. I just wanted to give it a quick shout out.
Technically, there was a new seasons of Grey this year. So
is anyone in the chat like Grey's Anatomy? Please just say yay or nay. That's all I want.
Considering your wife works in the NHS, is she into?
I work in the NHS. Well.
You work for HR. It's not real.
She did originally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely into my run of that. I wanted to give another shout out to Baby Reindeer. Whether you appreciate what's actually come out about that afterwards, but I actually thought as a show itself, the comedy drama, whatever you want to call it, was really cool, really interesting. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
True Detective. 4th season of that, I really liked it. I know it's been very hit and miss with people, but I liked what they did with that. I thought it was really good. Highly recommend that. Jodie Foster and the other girl, I've forgotten her first name, Reese. She's really good. I thought really thought-provoking stuff. That is pretty much me done.
Good year, mate. Good year. Right, so Gadget, you read through the chat what they've liked while I go for a piss, please.
Okay, well, Pip said the only Grey's Anatomy I watch are TikTok clips. Monk's Boy said, best book of this year, Will Leave the Galaxy for Good by Yati Kuroshio. On account of it being the only book released this year I have read, but it's still a fucking banger of a book to round off the trilogy. I listened to that audiobook, the audiobook version of it. I really enjoyed that as well. It was really good. But yeah, you need to have read the first 2 books. Stig said, yeah, Shogun was awesome.
Oh, do you know what? There's 2 things I wanted to mention very quickly that I did forget. Was podcasts, and I've been obviously listening to Bad Friends for most of the year. That was fantastic. Really enjoyed my little run through that. But the best podcast I've been listening to, in the middle of listening to, is Scorched Sheep.
Never heard of it.
I have really enjoyed going back to the start of that and just listening to how we first started playing. And I don't remember half the shit that happened that is really, really funny. It's
What's
been a
wrong
joy.
with me, Capri? Why can't I hit anything?
I remember that. But there's so much that I completely forgot about.
I'm looking forward to going back.
Really enjoying listening to that. So yeah.
Do you know what I think? It's so lovely as well that we're going to be like one year, 25 years, 30, 40 years down the line, we're going to be able to like listen to our own pasts, both in this podcast and with Scorched Sheep, and we're going to just remember how nice it was.
Well, in 25 years when we all hate each other and we've split.
Yeah, when we've all hideously fallen out.
25 years, I hate you already now.
Pip says, I love the finale of Scorched Sheep. The finale was very good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. King Hagrid says, another late Bring Me fan here, and it was such a good gig. Sambone says, House of Leaves is probably my best book of all time. It's fucking amazing. Only book I've ever had to stop reading and put in a drawer for a night. Some really creepy parts. Pip says, Inside Out was great. Gadget and I watched it with my niece and nephew, 9 years old and 14 years old. Yep. Pip also says, as a non-gamer, I struggle with Fallout. As the Last of Us was easier to watch as a non-gamer. That makes sense. Whereas we've had other things. Futile exercise when Stig brought up. Thank goodness you're here. Smacky Bum Bum.
Right, that'll do for now.
Oh, Rings of Power, yeah.
Oh shit!
Joe
Fuck
Lightly
yeah,
just mentioned
great.
that. How the fuck do we not talk about that?
Banger.
Because we've talked about it enough. Right, before we open the presents, Candy.
Oh,
Time for a little Christmas quiz. You all wanted it because we missed it out last year.
Make it quick. We're at 2 hours 20 minutes here.
You can scrap it again if you want.
We will save the Christmas quiz for next year.
Fantastic.
Stig wins.
So, it's the moment you've all been waiting for.
It's the moment Candy's been waiting for.
It's time for Secret Santa.
yes.
Secret Santa.
So,
Make Candy
we'll go in
last.
age descending order. So we'll start with the oldest. Who's the oldest?
I've moved to the biggie screen.
Why? Who's the old? What the fuck are you talking about?
I forgot.
He age shamed me earlier as well.
Candy's getting on, you never know.
I'm knocking on a bit.
Candy's next. Remember as well, Biggie, that you are on a podcast, so you have to describe a lot of stuff. Is that your address again?
No, I'm hitting it this time.
Dead air, Biggie. You got to talk. Talk your way through it.
He's opening. He's got the scissors out.
With scissors.
While he's opening it, Gadget, keep your eye on the chat and let's use them as content.
Pip's.
I'll tell you what, it's well packaged.
Goliath
I agree,
says,
it is, isn't it?
Is it me?
Goliath says Rings of Power Season 2 amazing. Pip's replying to Tig says, I've heard good things about Monarch. Need to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed that. I forgot about that.
Monk's
Okay,
Boy says in all caps, it's time for Stig to get another Cliff calendar.
I don't think anyone wants to put him through that anymore.
If this is that Stig picture, I'm going to be... not Stig, Sting picture, I'm going to be well pissed off.
No, unfortunately, it's in this box over here.
Gadget's got that.
Gadget's got that.
Why haven't you hung it up?
Because I'm not fucking hanging that up. It's the cursed item.
You know what happened?
And we can't reveal why he's got it yet either.
Fucking hell, Biggie. You should have had this ready to go.
Fucking
I didn't know it's going to be that difficult to get in, did I?
Candy, open your gift,
That's what she
please.
said.
Hang on a minute. I need to get some scissors.
Put Candy on the chat.
He's got it out.
Screen.
It's out.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, man, it's another bit of packaging. What is going on here?
I don't know why we do this every year. It's dead air.
Biggie is currently unwrapping.
Mate, mine is literally like I already know what
bubble
it is.
wrap.
Because I can tell by the packaging what it is.
Calendar.
Open.
This is getting smaller. If this turns out to be a dick pic at the end of it, I'm going to be very annoyed.
It's like a little
You
after
haven't seen the
eight.
dick pic. It's a nice dick.
Biggie's playing Pass the Parcel with himself right now.
Yeah.
He's going through layers upon layers upon layers.
You know when kids play it now and a fun-sized Mars bar pops
It's
out?
a bike,
None of that.
like they said. It's not.
PS5.
No, it's not big enough for a
definitely
PS5. For starters, he can fit it in his room.
Oh, this bit, I better be careful.
He's actually recording inside his PS5 tonight.
We out.
Really, I've got
Hell,
to be
Billy,
careful.
mate. You could have done this
I
earlier.
don't want to damage this. I've got to be careful.
Oh, look at this!
Looks like-
Someone's got a hamper.
It looks like it's a picture of something that's been created. So I've got a little feeling I know who's done this.
So I asked Pip to bring me up a beer, but she's brought me a hamper with an extra present in it.
Ah,
I
see
wonder
that?
what that is.
Yeah.
Wonder
Leave
what
that for
could
now.
be.
I'll save that for now.
Open that last.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I feel there is a conspiracy afoot.
Nope.
There's so many beers on my desk right now.
Oh,
There's so many on mine. I love it. They're
We
all
out. Biggie. Is it out yet,
yeah.
Biggie? Is it out?
Biggie,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake!
Biggie's got the
it's got
focus screen.
nothing. What's the point of this?
He's got a plank of wood with some string on it.
I like it. It's like
I've
modern
got to
art.
say, I'm pretty disappointed. No,
Has
this
it got a
is really
banana
cool.
on the other end?
Get that up. Can you see that?
Oh wow!
That
Whoa!
Blue Eye
is a
Samurai.
blue samurai
Yeah, look at that.
That is
3D.
amazing.
I don't know what you would call
Holy
it, but a
shit.
3D image that I'm going to hang up proudly.
I'm
in
glad
this
you like
office.
it, mate. It took me ages to make that.
You didn't do that. I think I know who my secret Santa
I want
is.
candy next year. Just whoever gets candy, just you can have everyone next year.
Candy
Oh,
was good
God,
presents.
it took me weeks to make that.
Well, you
That
better
is
hope
dope.
your real gift gets stuck in customs then, because that's what.
Look how cool that is. Look at the
That is really
calligraphy
fantastic.
you've done.
So
You
is-
cut
is-
that out amazing.
Is the text on there like 3D or is it like printed on?
Yeah. It's pretty much everything's 3D apart from the Japanese sun in the background.
Biggie, you messaged me privately the other day saying you really hate that show. Really, you were just winding people up.
Dead Eye Samurai, I call it.
Candy's getting a lot of
that
use
is
out of a
so-
laser cutter there, isn't she?
Absolutely.
That is really cool. I love that. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. Do you know that should replace your thing on your door?
It looks like it's got sun damage.
It
does,
has
doesn't
it? It does a
definitely
bit,
got sun
yeah.
damage.
That's the thing with a suntan.
I might want to get one of those
Right
disc
then.
plate things. Yeah, thank you very much. Secret Santa.
move
Secret
on.
Santa.
Move on to Candy's package
My go?
from
Yeah.
Ann Summers.
Sweet. Discreetly packaged.
And she's going to.
Now I want to know what's stuck in customs.
Condoms.
Dildo.
So many condoms.
Yeah, Magnum, big one.
Merry Christmas
For his monster
candy.
dong.
Monster dog.
Ooh!
Oh, Jesus Christ. That caught me by
Sorry.
surprise.
It did.
Right, hang on.
What is it?
I need to get bits out because
Lego.
We're on
right.
Twitch,
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh, I actually think I can plug this. Okay, right. So what I've got is
Oh, who's got her something powered?
Can't give Candy electricity.
She's the opposite of Nikola Tesla. Don't give
I've got a jinx,
Oh, it's a jinx.
but it's a light.
Oh, is it one of them,
in
like,
this,
standy things?
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
the
really cool.
DS.
I've got my little USB thing next to me. I'll see if I can plug it in. Hang on, hang on.
My word. This is where house trips and fucking computer
Oh,
turns
don't.
off.
Oh, there's a cat.
Oh, the cat's attacking your thing.
If anyone wants a cat for Christmas, he is available.
Free.
Free to bad home.
Monk's Boy says it's a selection of purple lights so she can find her way home again.
Yeah.
She doesn't leave her home, so you're all right.
She occasionally goes to work.
Not that often. Not as often as my boss would like.
Pip says
Ooh.
Pip says our candy machine always close to a power supply.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
RGBs!
RGB
That's
Jinx.
cool.
Thank you so much, Secret Santa. That's actually incredible.
You're welcome, darling.
Right, where can I put that? I'll put
just
them in my,
claiming
I'll put her in
everyone's
my bookcase. I've got to remove the wrapping. That's amazing.
that.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Secret Santa.
Don't be rolling spliffs on it. It's not a spliff tray.
I've got plenty of those already.
You dinks.
They see me rolling.
Who's the oldest in Gadget and Stig? I think it's Gadget.
By a few weeks, it is.
Open your Secret Santa one, Gadget, but not your other present that you got. That's for later.
Okay. I feel a conspiracy happening. So, Jeffrey Bezos delivered this directly to me.
Did he? He's a scumbag, that man.
The bald billionaire himself.
He's a scumbag.
He is.
He must need the work.
He does, because he's trying to get his 10th super yacht. So he's like
Did
moonlighting as a
Jeff
delivery
deliver it
driver.
himself?
Yeah,
he did it
that's
himself.
what I mean. Jeff delivered it himself.
Did he chuck it over the fence?
Yeah. Oh, it's a little thing in an Amazon gift bag. It's actually got a bit of weight to it.
It's a cock ring.
Stig's cock ring.
The card says to it, "There is nothing more important in this world than a new guitar and a sip of coffee from Secret Santa." I do like guitars and I do like coffee, so I'm not going to complain.
How can that be combined, though?
Yeah, I don't know where it's going.
I know what this is.
In a cock ring.
Cock ring, yes.
It's in a lot of plastic packaging. I'm playing
It
Pass
has
the
to be
Parcel
from
much.
China.
Listen,
Oh, listen to that.
I'm playing Pass the Parcel much like Biggie was playing. Fuck me, it's expanding the gift. There's so many of them.
Like a mogwai. Don't get them wet.
So what I love about doing Secret Santa with you guys is you keep buying presents that I know Pip will hate.
Yeah.
Because this is a collection of Stratocaster spoons.
Amazing.
You will hate those.
And there are 6 of them, and they are kind of... is that a gold colour or is that a silver colour? I can't really tell.
Can't tell.
It's like the lighting in here. Oh no, they're a gold colour as well. Great, she's going to hate them.
You have to use them every day now just to piss her off.
There's 6 of the bastards as well. That's fucking brilliant. Pip is going to fucking hate it.
She said,
she's put in the chat, oh, for fuck's sake.
Because I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, Stig got me the big I'm the Dungeon Master, that's why I tank it. And Pip despises it.
Listen, you showed us what she bought the other day for the house. I think she has fucking room to store.
Gadget. I'm getting an emergency broadcast from Secret Santa saying there might be something else in that package. I don't know.
In that package?
I don't know how I know this.
What, in that particular
I don't know how
package?
I know this.
Because you bought them all, didn't you?
Yeah, because I bought them all.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, that was a good guess.
What does this
It's
one say?
Stratocaster forks.
To lose one's place is to find disgrace.
Oh, now it's a cock ring.
Weird riddles.
I wonder if someone's been playing Sekiro. And if hesitation is
Who likes
defeat.
that game?
Okay, this one has a little kind of cloth/felt bag to it.
Oh,
Which is nice.
Cock ring.
Very fancy. There's more kind of plastic to it.
Good Chinese plastic.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I like this. This is a very cute little metal bookmark. So I'm just trying to get it out of its plastic wrapping so I can show you all. With a little
that's
stampy bit
nice.
on the back that
What does it
says,
say?
"When the dungeon master smiles, it's already too late."
Oh, that's lush.
Which is fucking
Oh.
accurate. I
nice.
legitimately love this. Actually, this is really, really nice.
That's nice for Secret Santa, isn't it? He's a good lad.
Santa's done a good job. He's a lovely lad, is Santa. Lovely Yorkshire lad. Everyone
Handsome.
knows Santa's from Yorkshire.
He's handsome. Stig, you're the next oldest.
Can you guess what this is from Redbubble?
T-shirt.
And we'll see what
Coffee
we...
mug.
It's a spunk rag.
Hey,
What's he saying?
Wait, that was the joke. It's a t-shirt.
Oh.
I feel like this is Right, okay.
Is it offensive?
I feel like this is one. It's thoughtful because they've thought, I know what game he likes, so I buy him a T-shirt for that. But also, I feel like he's taking the fucking piss out of me.
He might not be a he.
It is a he because I've already figured out. We've already figured out who's who. Who's that?
That's Hornet.
That's Hornet. So now, not only
coming out.
Not only does everyone have to remind me that this game that I've been waiting for the last 4 years hasn't come out, now a certain person can walk around in it and see it in the mirror.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
The thing is, Stig, what will happen is, you'll be out in town, you'll be living your largest life, you'll have your Hornet T-shirt on, and you'll run into someone from Team Cherry who's on a holiday to Northern England.
Oh,
and that'll remind them, oh shit, we need to publish that on Steam, and that's how you get the game.
Thank you very much.
They'll absolutely say, "Oh shit, we forgot to hit go on that one."
I wondered why we weren't making any money.
Yeah, what happened? Right then, I'm last.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. Being only 29, child. This looks like it's come from Jeffrey. Happy Hanukkah. Enjoy your gift. Oh, thanks, Santa. He's a good lad.
I didn't know Santa was Jewish.
Of course he is. Seen his nose.
No reindeer.
It's in a lovely, similar bag to what Gadget got.
Robotic Monkey asked if Stig got a Cliff Richard T-shirt.
Oh shit!
No.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game that I wanted as well.
Sandland. Is
It's
that the Toriyama one?
Yes, Toriyama won his last game that he ever published. Oh, I've got the best gift this year. I got an actual game. Oh, I'm buzzing.
I don't know. I think I got the best gift because it wound Pip up.
I got the best
Jewish
gift.
Santa.
Candy got
L'chaim.
She's right. Candy got the best gift.
I might have the best gift, but apparently it's in customs.
Yeah, the biggest got 2, so he's all right.
No, this is awesome. I love this.
Thanks for my game. I was so close to buying this as well.
Told you I'd nailed it. Told you I'd nailed my Secret Santa this year.
Nailed
I absolutely nailed my Secret
Cheers,
Santa.
babe. I can't wait to play that over Christmas.
Does everyone know who got
Toriyama.
it?
There's nothing screams more Christmas than Toriyama.
It was easy to work out.
I mean,
So, yeah.
Oodles absolutely.
Go on then, Columbo.
Have you guessed it then, Columbo? Let's have a look. Let's see if he knows it.
Well, Biggie. Yeah, it's easy. Gadget got you. You got Gadget. I got Candy. Candy got Biggie. Biggie got me. It's easy.
Nope.
What?
No.
What?
I got
Wrong.
you, Stig.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. So do you remember when I posted that thing? I think it was in Punk's Discord with the it was a Hornet T-shirt that the Yeti was selling.
No, I just remember you saying mine hasn't turned up. In the WhatsApp group. And I was like, well, mine already, and it had turned up, so I was like, well, that must be then Biggie's then. I thought it must be Biggie that got me because
yeah, the Hornet T-shirt that the Yeti was selling would have got there in January, so I found another one. But the reason I asked that is because fucking DPD or whoever was who was delivering it just sent me a picture of it on your doorstep in the middle of Storm fucking Dara. I was like, that's gonna fucking blow away. It wasn't even like down by the bins or anything.
Who got me that game?
We didn't really get the storm here. It's fine. Got a bit of rain.
Who got me the game?
That was Stig.
Biggie.
Oh, cheers, man.
Hey.
I
got Stig.
thought it was obvious that I got Candy.
He listens to me. We all know. We all know which gift Biggie got, and he's probably going to get a second one in the year when it turns up.
Yeah, they got Secret Santa. I was like, yeah, but we work it out. We already know. We do
it every year.
We tell each other off the air anyway, so we might as well tell you while we're on the air.
Don't worry. Right, speaking of second gifts.
It's our show. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I believe we've got something else
I'm showing
there.
at my phone with the text and I'm looking at it. Fuck off.
Yes, I do have something else in a rather
Gadget has something
conspiratorial
else there.
fashion. Pip's.
I wonder what that is.
Well, so Pip told me the other day that one of Pip's Christmas presents arrived, but Pip was like running down the stairs saying, that might be something I have to intercept. I'm like, well, it's addressed to me. It's like
Yeah.
it's like and it wasn't this, but then this arrived later in the day, and Pip like brings it into the living room while we're like sat there, I was like, you're not supposed to look at this one, and it's got like something tattoo supplies written on it, so I know. Candy, you need to get more discreet packaging.
Yeah.
Not reuse stuff from work.
The fact that I'm the one that sent it does not make it a difference,
Yeah.
really.
Listen.
Okay, so Pip has clearly been wrapping this today because this is absolutely Pip's wrapping style.
It looks nice. She's a good rapper.
She is. She likes a hip.
They're
to
like
the
her
hop, to the hip,
second
the hip,
album.
hip.
Not as good as Stig when he's pissed. Stig's the best rapper.
Okay, so we pull this out, and it's in brown paper wrapping. This is candy wrapping.
Just because she sent it.
What's this? Okay.
Get ready for
fuck
the
is
tears,
this?
guys. Look at his face.
What
Look
is
at his face. His face. Look at his face.
Oh my god.
He's going to cry.
Going to cry.
Going to cry.
Oh wow.
He's going.
Oh fucking hell. So this is
Show us.
yeah, sorry. This is
He needs to catch his breath first.
this is obviously Candy's made this. This is the map of
However, it's for
Eritrea
all of us.
from Scott
Yeah,
Sheep.
read the back.
Read the back.
I'm reading it. This is wonderful. So on the back it's got quotes. So it's got "Hello there" from Treble. Oodles give us a
Hello there. Hello there.
"I tossed a bear" from Stigveld.
I tossed a bear once.
"What's wrong with me, Capri" from Calbo.
Oh, Capri, what's wrong with me?
And "Where's the wine" from Capri.
The wine's in my hand right now.
And then from me, "Thank you for all your hard work on Scorched Sheep." And yeah, it's a 3D map of Eritrea.
That's a world that you created, mate.
Yeah, that's your baby.
You're God.
That's incredible.
Isn't it beautiful?
And it's all
It was a lovely idea that Candy
Bet
came
Candy
up
can
with.
delete
and
that
he
WhatsApp
thoroughly
group
jumped on board
Yeah.
with.
wow. This is-
You put so much work into the
So you got more. You got
story.
work back.
It's just, yeah, exactly. It's the very, very least you deserve.
I don't know what to say, guys. This is incredible. This is genuinely one of the most wonderful things I've ever received. Thank you so much. This is
Of course.
Merry
I
Christmas.
harder.
No,
next
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
you
mate.
for despite us all trying to derail you at every opportunity.
This is all the stuff on the back and then all the stuff on the front. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to need a moment after this. This is incredible.
You get the Cliff Richard calendar next year.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to finish the campaign too.
You
Thank
are
you,
allowed a
guys.
moment to revel in that because, as always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in the show notes and at our Discord.
We have feedback, you know.
I know I'm just gonna get rid of this bit because I'm getting drunker and drunker and I'm gonna forget that little spiel. So yes, please consider becoming a patron. Please consider doing all that. Thanks for being in the live chat. It's time for some feedback.
Okay, right, I'm composing myself.
Get your fucking head together, you pig.
So
We didn't do it for the whole Scorched Sheep campaign, I'll tell you that.
you
I think you were against getting you a gift.
lovely people who are in the live chat, feel free to give us your feedback now. But the ones who have emailed in, Lee Davies has said, "Happy Christmas, you filthy animals. It's been a pleasure listening to your various podcasts this and every year. My favourite things of the year as follows: album, Chapel Roan, Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Banger.
TV, Fallout.
Banger.
Yeah.
Banger.
Film, Deadpool and Wolverine, although I haven't seen
Banger.
Wicked yet, and I think it'll be that. Wicked is better than Deadpool and
Banger.
Wolverine.
Bang it.
Game, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
that a banger, Gadget?
is a really good game.
you go.
I'm out on my work Christmas do, so I can't listen live. Hope you have a great night and
Not
look
a
forward to
banger.
listening to it when it's out. Peace.
Yeah, not a banger.
Unbanger.
Not a banger.
Unbanger,
Not a
yeah.
banger.
Unbanned.
Unbanged. Xenos has said, thankfully, Oodles, there's not a big essay this week.
He's all right. He's a good lad.
He's a lovely lad. As we reach the end of the year, it occurs to me that most of what I've played and watched this year was either from last year or even further back. Things I've either taken ages to get around to or that have taken me months to get through. Almost all of my new things have actually been old things, with two notable exceptions, Helldivers 2 and Wicked. You'll all be well aware of both of these. I've been playing Helldivers on and off for most of the year, and it really has been a standout game amongst the live service flop epidemic. he's not wrong there.
No, he's not wrong.
Goes to show what a team who have really solid product and don't have to invest in obscene amounts of money can do. Wicked, on the other hand, shows you what you can do when you have a whole lot of money and care enough to make something spectacular with it. Musical films from now on have a hell of a lot to live up to. Let's hope they learn the right lessons from its success.
Nice.
Oh, sweetheart.
Mike Holstead has said, "Here is a selection of my favourite media I've consumed this year. Sorry that it's not all being released this year. We don't care if it's released this year. We just want to know what you enjoyed."
I feel you.
We did kind of drag Biggie over the coals for it last year, though.
Lethal Weapon was my film of the year.
Was it a fucking DLC last year though? I can't remember.
Yeah.
What it was.
I can't.
Phantom Liberty, is that not allowed?
When my favorite game of this year came out in like 2016 or whatever it was, so you know.
Anyway, he says, "What Remains of Edith Finch? I really enjoyed this little game, and it sticks out as the game I enjoyed the most this year. I didn't have access to the AAA games I wanted to play that were released this year, so I mainly played older stuff. TV show, Shard Lake. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm a big fan of the books, and the show didn't disappoint. Film, Deadpool and Wolverine. Do I need to explain this one? I didn't think so.
Fun.
Good game. Good film.
Book, the Gentleman Bastard series. Thanks again for putting me onto this fantastic series of books. I think Stig can claim all of that one.
Stig absolutely claims that.
Engaging character development, brilliant storytelling, exciting world building. Can't wait to see what's in store for Locke and John next. If he ever fucking releases book 4. If he ever fucking releases it.
Well, he was talking.
We've talked about authors not releasing.
He was talking earlier this year that he'd actually met his publisher and had some stuff to give to them, so that's positive. At least there's that.
That's more than George R.R. Martin.
He's had his resignation letter given to
him and fucking Patrick Rossworth need to fucking pull the fingers out.
Podcast episode 58 of Scorched Sheep. To set the scene, I'm a landscape gardener and I was digging through rocky, rooty ground to make post holes for a patio surround. I was tired and feeling fed up because no one likes digging through rock with a spade. Cue the big man, the mighty Stigveld, and his epic speech at the end of the episode spurred me on and I dug those holes for the king.
That's right.
Nice.
I'm so glad I pushed him to do that.
It was a good speech.
I'm going to do it anyway.
I know you were. He was in there anyway.
Yeah.
Music, Bring Me the Horizon, Post-Human Next Gen. Great album that dropped with little to no warning.
God.
Concert, Sleep Token. It was covered extensively on the pod a couple of weeks ago. This might have gone to Falling in Reverse had it not been postponed. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but the genre hopping scratches an itch in my head most bands can't.
I like them.
Once again, my year has featured a heavy amount of modern escapism content. I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I can't wait for the new content next year. Content is king.
Bless you.
Is.
Well,
Cheers,
I mean, you say next year, you'll have some more stuff this year as well.
Yeah, there's some Patreon stuff coming still.
There's still some stuff to come.
There's some cheap stuff coming next week.
Oh yeah.
Last up, the BBAK, Best Boy Angry Kurt.
Little elf.
Biscuit Boy Angry Kurt this week. He likes a biscuit.
Everyone loves a biscuit.
No one hates a biscuit.
No one.
Show me someone who says they hate a biscuit, I'll show you a liar.
I bet Big hates biscuits.
He is a pervert. Thanks for another fantastic year of pods. Not just the normal show, but the Kenny Potter and Modern Escapism shows, both of which I've really enjoyed and reading and watching along with.
Thanks, mate. I'm really proud of Kenny Potter, actually.
So I'm going to go through my favourites of the year and some surprises. At the time of writing, my game of the year is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Just a fantastic Metroidvania that I couldn't put down. It's very close between that and Balatro, but I found that I wasn't actually good enough at Balatro for me to have it as my favourite game. That's fair. It's a difficult game at times.
It is.
Film-wise, now this is a shocker because he's watched some great films this year. Film-wise, I have to go for Alien Romulus.
He's gone for that first.
Yeah, I've gone. It was a close one between that and Challenges, but Alien Romulus shaded it. Just a great entry to the franchise with a perfect blend of action and horror with some memorable sequences to boot, and I personally loved the ending. Like, I'm not complaining, Alien Romulus is outstanding.
Outstanding strong.
No, it is. I thought it was incredible.
You're entitled to your opinion, sir.
Yes, and yours is wrong.
I'm definitely the minority on that film. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I like the first half of it.
You're not in the minority. You're just in that kind of vocal majority that are the neckbeards who are complaining about it.
But I haven't been screaming about it online.
No,
the difference, and
I
do
haven't been
have
shown how woke it is for having a female lead, despite the previous films.
I do have a beard on my neck.
In TV, my favourite show is one I've just finished on Disney Plus called Say Nothing. I mentioned it last week. It's the show about the IRA and Jerry Adams, and I was gripped from start to finish. I hope it gets picked up for some awards. Then finally, in the land of reading, I want to go to that place. Non-fiction wise, it would be the Derby County book I read, but non-fiction, it would be... Boo!
Sorry.
We got to that point.
Are you following that up with a Leeds?
Leeds. All Leeds, aren't we?
No.
Marching all together.
Like to second position.
Ooh.
Shut up, dickhead.
But in fiction, it would be a Japanese mystery crime thriller called The Devotion of Suspect X. As you know, I'm a massive fan of the genre, and this book I couldn't put down. It's just so much better than Western crime mysteries to me.
I really get this image. An image of Kurt sat in a coffee shop reading his Japanese crime novels, drinking a pumpkin spice latte.
I don't think he's a big coffee head, if I'm honest.
I see him as an espresso drinker with one of the little tiny cups.
No, fuck it, frappuccino.
I remember they ask him if he wants to top up this coffee, and he's like, "Hi."
I only think Kurt could drink coffee if he had those like little round glasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Kojima glasses.
Yeah, the hipster glasses. Yeah.
But no, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he's got perfect eyesight, so that's not happening. So clearly,
the bastard.
He then finishes off saying, "I did want to give a shout out though to you all for encouraging me to read more sci-fi and fantasy books this year. I made it my aim to read more in the genre this year, and while none were my favourite of the year, they were all really enjoyable. I really enjoyed The Gentleman Bastards, Lies of Loch Lamora, The Hobbit, Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm sure there's another I've missed. So all in all, a great year of entertainment."
Good lad.
What do we have in the chat? King Hagrid said, "Just opened my Secret Santa we set up in the Discord, and I got a new sharpening station for all of my knives."
Why have you got so many knives?
He has a lot of knives.
That's what he does.
He's
a knivesman.
He throws them at passers-by.
Fair.
He's a knivesman.
Look at that.
He swallows them.
Look at that.
Very bad.
Candy's wife has just joined the chat. Acid
Wild
Pearl said, "Oi, oi, lads."
Appeared.
Hey.
A wild acid pearl has appeared.
Get a band.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat, banner.
Pip says the Eretria map is a home decor item. I don't hate it. I give it permission to be displayed outside of my office. Oh,
cool. That's a hell of a
Jeez, she's never allowed anything, has she?
But then she also said kind of earlier in the chat when I was kind of talking about it, that fucking tankard.
Does she like your spoons?
Nothing wrong with that tankard. It sits in Gadget's room. He drinks out of it. You don't have to drink out of it. You don't have to see it.
Well, in regards to the spoon, it says, "Furious, our cutlery drawer is silver and matching."
Those spoons are multicoloured, aren't they?
Monk's Boy said in relation to the spoons, in capital letters. Monk's Boy said for Candy's present, RGB to match the bedroom furniture.
Yeah, RGB's for days, yo.
Remember, listeners, she had RGB toilets at her old house.
And I think I left it there as well, so the next buyer is going to have a shock.
She shat in neon.
I think that thing actually does different settings.
I like it as it is. The more manic, the better.
Acid Pearl said... Acid Pearl said the wife is in best behaviour.
Oh, show Acid Pearl.
Now,
I have. She's seen it.
Now,
but I'll show it again.
Acid Pearl, I do need to ask, how's Kenny doing? Is he having a good night?
There's only one Kenny.
Not the Kenny on the podcast, the true Kenny.
Kenny Gamer.
One true Kenny.
Oh, true. I'm Kenny 1. That dog's Kenny 2.
No. He's a dog. That automatically promotes him above you.
Best boy.
That's bullshit.
No, Bull Terrier.
Bullshit.
Bull Terrier.
Bull Terrier shit. bull terrier shit.
That's
Cool,
what you're
cool,
cleaning up
cool.
tomorrow, Oodles.
True Kenny. We're not calling him True Kenny like I'm some kind of shadow.
True Kenny's
Like
living
I'm
his
some
best
kind of
life.
wretch.
That's what I wanted to hear, Acid Bill. Best boy. Trademark.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Right. Do you know what? We need to end this off for the freeloaders. You know that. Oh, go on.
Hang on, before we finish, speaking of dogs, Gadget 8-Bit hasn't reviewed getting a dog this year. Got her in January. Yes, we have a dog. She is
10 out of
chaos.
10.
She is lovely. No,
We have
10
a
10 out of 10. She's the best girl.
Yeah, we have reviewed
He's
it.
a
Then
good girl.
she just listen, do you, Pip? So you don't get to hear him talk about how
she's
good
already
that
been
dog was.
reviewed.
Yeah,
Got 10 out of 10 then. She's got 10 out of 10 now. Consistent dog.
They're all good
Very
dogs.
into it.
have we done Candyland?
We haven't done
That's
Candyland.
what we're doing now. I was just about to say. I tell you what, the chat need and the listeners in the future, they need a live rendition of Candyland.
And now, what's up in Candyland?
I am.
Right, Candy, you're on.
So as you know, there are two things in life that I love. One is Christmas. The other thing is B movies.
Oh, no.
So with that in mind, I've come up with a couple of synopses of some Christmas B movies.
Oh, no. Someone's giving her a feature.
Is one of them Red One?
No, mine are way better. So get comfy. The first one, Silent Night, Evil Night.
Okay.
As a quiet mountain town gears up for its annual Christmas festival, a strange comet streaks across the sky, releasing a sinister energy that brings the holiday decorations to life with murderous intent. Strings of Christmas lights strangle unsuspecting victims, candy canes turn into deadly stabbing tools, and an 8-foot inflatable Santa roams the street, hunting anyone in its path.
Toy Story.
Satan claws, if you will. The second one.
Wait, hang on. This first one. I like it. I have one note, though.
Go.
Can we have it set in Whoville?
Oh, absolutely, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Even the Grinch has to fight off these Christmas lights. But just imagine like Christine Baranski like firing off the Christmas lights with the big cannon thing, and then them all coming down and like strangling the Who's.
They unite against the greater evil.
Exactly.
I like it.
Or the greater good.
They've all got the noses.
The greater
up,
good.
right.
All right, second one. Don't worry, there's only 3.
Good.
Deck the halls with blood. When a group of college friends rents an isolated cabin in the snowy woods for a Christmas reunion, they stumble upon an ancient ornament hidden in the attic. Unbeknownst to them, the ornament once belonged to a 19th century cult that used it to summon the Yule Warden, a vengeful spirit who punishes those it deems unworthy of the season. At first, the group dismisses the strange occurrences, creepy carolers lurking outside Christmas trees, mysteriously shifting locations as harmless pranks. But as the Yule Warden brings its reign of terror, the friends are hunted one by one in increasingly festive and gruesome ways. Impaled by icicles, skewered on candy canes, and baked alive in a cursed gingerbread oven. Shitting yourself, aren't you?
Absolutely.
This is like that 80s Black Christmas horror film, isn't it?
Yeah, but mine's
Got that
better.
vibe. Spiritual successor.
But mine's better. Third one, third and
agreed.
final, you'll be pleased to know. Oh, Tannenbaum.
She don't care what the synopsis
I don't need the
is.
synopsis,
Really
just
enjoyed
on
the
title,
name.
I'm greenlighting that.
No notes.
Well, brace yourself, 'cause it gets better. In the small snow-covered town of Pine Hollow, Christmas cheer is in full swing until a shipment of suspicious Christmas trees arrives from an unknown supplier. Sold at a discount by a cheerful yet unsettling salesman, the trees become the centerpiece of holiday celebrations in homes across the town. But these trees aren't ordinary, they're alive, and they're angry. One by one, the trees begin to wake up, their roots tearing through floorboards, branches snaring unsuspecting victims, and pine needles turning into deadly projectiles. Soon it's clear that the trees are not of this world, but part of a sinister alien invasion disguised as a holiday tradition.
I love how you're obsessed with killer trees.
Yeah. Suspicious Christmas tree delivery.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
You've
Seen what's available in the range.
Who
They're
ordered
all
these
sus.
trees? It wasn't me.
Just when you were describing it, I could only imagine the salesman as Biggie.
I can imagine her pitching it to Harvey fucking Weinstein.
Oh,
I turned
He's
him
the only one
down.
that's going to say yes.
No, A24 are interested, actually.
Are they fuck?
They are.
Monks,
They want the title, and then they're going to make their own fucking film out of that last one.
Monk's Boys said Christmas Bee Movie, the sequel to Bee Movie. Starring Jerry Seinfeld. Santa has bee swarms instead of reindeer. And the sequel,
Missile Toad. Oh.
Pip says evil Christmas trees, rooted in evil.
Ooh. Oh, I like that, yeah.
Oh, that's a good title.
Do you know what's... It's quite... Imagine, like, 7-foot, like, pine trees, evil, like, chasing... That'd be frightening.
You know who it'd be played by? Chris Pine.
Ooh.
Wow. It writes its fucking self. And on that Christmas bombshell.
Music done by Johnny Greenwood.
Oh,
womp, womp, womp.
I would like to express my thanks to my co-host this year. It's been a wonderful year. It's been an amazing year. Is this the 4th Christmas one we've done?
This is our 4th Christmas.
Who knew that this pandemic podcast would still last in a completely different way than when we started? Christ, that was
it's our fifth show, Christmas show.
Is it?
No,
yeah.
2020, 2021.
2020, 21,
oh,
22.
Yeah, no, it's the 5th, yeah.
Fucking hell. Half a decade we've been doing this.
We've got the one where we exist.
We've got the one that's lost to time.
The unspeakable one.
Yeah, thank you, my beautiful, beautiful co-host, and as sometimes been the host when I've been off, and vice versa. Thanks, Biggie, for showing up for this Christmas episode. I didn't think you'd make it. I felt fucking time off.
I'm not dead.
We didn't think you'd see another Christmas.
Every Christmas for Biggie's a blessing.
It's a blessing in disguise.
I haven't got an expiry date on my back.
I bet you fucking have.
You've got a barcode on the back of your neck, though.
Mainly, I want to thank the listeners. My favourite listeners are the one that pays the patrons, but they're going to get a big thank you later on when you guys have gone to bed. But yes, thank you very much for supporting us. Thanks for helping us. Just listening to us and liking us and telling your friends and your families and your enemies and reviewing us, because we haven't had a good review in a while, have we?
I actually checked them last week, just randomly, and no, we haven't. We need a good review.
2 years since we had an Apple Podcast review.
So if you do not pay us, a lovely gift would be a review.
You know,
a good review.
We haven't had anyone join the Discord for a while either.
You know,
I tell
you what, Candy, you know who hasn't reviewed us on Apple Podcasts?
I do know who hasn't reviewed us on Apple Podcasts.
You.
I think
Acid
she's here.
fucking Pearl.
In a worst wife ever.
Fake friend.
Can't believe I married her.
She has to do it now, I think.
Can't believe I talked to her all that time you were tattooing us.
Yeah, do you know what? I bet she's slightly inebriated as well at this point. So go on, go on,
please.
Acid P.
Acid piss.
She ain't listening.
Oh no, she's put some eye emojis in there. She knows she's in trouble.
We're going to end this Christmas shenanigans, and the VIP section will be open for our patrons, so it's a bonus. But again, to the live viewers, thank you again for joining us. It's been amazing. We love you. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
I might not see you next year.
Happy
apparently.
Kwanzaa. Love you. Bye.
Bye.